1814 on SoFi. We're looking good. Hey, everybody, how's it going? I'm just welcome to the Gold Bagel member. No, welcome to the big show. Nice to see you. It's Monday, Jan 27 at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. We're on much earlier than normal. We're just watching SoFi jump here. Just saw it hit 18 something a share after being as low as 16.90 this morning on the pre-market. We're at 17.83. 1773. We're jumping around quite aggressively here. I guess the earnings must be out. That has to be the answer. I have no other reason for this sudden volatility, and it must be a knee-jerk positive reaction. But again, I don't know. I'm waiting for the company to announce their results officially, and I have not yet seen a release from the company. But the shares, the way they're trading, are telling me the numbers are out, and they're telling me the numbers are good. But I'm only reacting to the pre-market, and it's a knee-jerk reaction. 1837 right now on your SoFi, as they seem to be climbing at the moment. Waiting. Here we go. Barron says SoFi posts strong earnings. CEO says the best is yet to come. Is there a better result that you could possibly hope for than that kind of a comment? That's exactly what we want to see. 1799 to 1801. We've already seen 1840 as a knee-jerk reaction on the upside. We'll have to see how this all plays out as we grind through the morning here. 1753 on your SoFi. We are jumping 50-60 cents in seconds. So you gotta really relax and let this just happen. Lisa says net income is 332 million and gross revenue 734. Those are higher than expected, from what we understand. Welcome, B Tizzle, Jason, Alex, Big E, Stock Jockey, Adam, Andrea. Thank you, Lisa, very much. 34% growth in numbers. Thank you, Lisa, for bringing this up for us. 1780 right at the moment, down 12 cents on the session. 1773 with a high already in the pre-market of 1840 on an initial just one market buy order. That could have been 100 shares, could have been 1,000. I have no idea. Volume so far 1.1 or so million. 1784 now. 1.475 million is the volume. So we had about 300,000 come through in the last 5 minutes. That is the story. Now, this is all with a backdrop of a really ugly morning for some stocks. Most of the Magnificent Sevens are under pressure this morning because of news coming out of China with regard to a company producing AI results that shocked the street or has shocked experts as to how good it is, with very little high-tech help from the United States. So there's a lot of talk there about that. Charlie, welcome. Good morning. Beach, I'm not here yet, but my name's up, but I'm not here. Lisa, demonstrating durable growth and strong returns. Beautiful, Lisa. I love this story here on SoFi. I don't think any of us are surprised. We're kind of vindicated that we suspected this good news all along, and we're getting it. There you have it. SoFi definitely improving. Richard Carlin, good morning. Number 19. Lisa, fee-based revenue, 289 million, an increase of 63%, showing the street that SoFi is not a one-dimensional company that just does loans. They have several income streams that are all on fire. Good stuff. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. It's nice to see you here. I'm on significantly earlier than usual. I was hoping to be on just because of SoFi, but I've also had to get on early today because of developments in other areas of the market, which has been just insane. In any event, that is what it is, and we are following a lot of developments. Now, the Dow, it looks like the Dow is down at the moment 400 points. S&P is down 146. The NASDAQ's down 900, which is 4.1% for the NASDAQ, 2.4 for S&P, but only 0.9 for the Dow. These three have been under pressure all morning. with NASDAQ at one point down 5%. So that was why I really came on early today, was because of that nonsense. It has not helped SoFi or anyone else. All other stocks have been hit. And we thought this morning that we were going to see news back to 1692 on SoFi, by the way. We thought we were going to see news this morning about Colombia trade tariffs of 25% because Trump went into a tizzy last night. And apparently that has been lifted and reversed. And so that story has kind of just disappeared. SoFi at 16.94, $17. Try to figure out what SoFi is going to do second to second. Good luck. We're trading at 1.6.7 million. We're down 98 cents. We're at 16.99. We've been as high as 18.40, I believe. And the numbers are apparently out. As far as the Barron's article is concerned, it says here that the company reported quarterly earnings and revenue above analyst estimates, with CEO Anthony Noto deeming 2024 the fintech's best year ever. For the fourth quarter, the adjustment earnings were 5 cents a share, beating the street of 4. Adjusted net revenue, $739 million, was above consensus of $675. SoFi began as a lender focused on refinancing debt. It now operates in 3 segments: lending, which includes student loan, personal and home loans, financial services, and a technology platform. 1680 on the stock right now. In the fourth quarter, our financial services tech platform segments made up a record 49% of their adjusted net revenue, up from 40% a year ago, Noto said. That's huge. A 9% increase from 40. That is a 25+% increase roughly in revenues in 1 year. For the first quarter, SoFi is forecasting an adjusted net revenue of $725 to $745 million. The street had penciled in only $688. For the 2025 year, the company expects revenue between $3.2 billion and $3.275 billion. Analysts were sitting at $3.02 billion. 2024 was a transformational year, part of it diversifying the business, making it less capital intensive, reducing the risk. Another part of it was making sure we drove meaningful profitability to ensure we had adequate capital on our balance sheet, and we have done all of that. In 2025, we will invest at a higher rate than we ever have before, because when we invest, it drives direct, strong returns, he continued. The mantra for this year: the best is yet to come, Noto said. That is the first story out on SoFi that came out about 10 minutes ago. 6.15, though, is where the shares are right now, down $1.77. So we're getting a little pressure here. I don't know why. It is what it is. We're going to continue to follow this as we always do. And we, like I said, we have other extenuating circumstances on the market right now. With, at the moment, the big index is taking another dip lower. We've got Dow down 400 now, 408, S&P down 148, and NASDAQ now down 909 points in the pre-market. Oil is down 28 cents a barrel at the moment. That's the story, and we're going to see just what this, how this all plays out. Thank you all for joining me so far this morning. It's great to have you here. Let me take a look at some more pre-market quotes, and we'll see where we're at right now. We're down 126 on Rocket Lab at 29.10. 1611, 1608 on SoFi right now. We've got GameStop down 97 cents after losing 57 on Friday. We're at 26.81. It looks like GameStop is getting even cheaper. I don't know how much lower it'll go, though. It doesn't look like it's leading the market lower. It's just getting sucked along. Matterport down 8 cents at 5.14. 23andMe at 3.39, down 11. Spire at 17.95 after breaking into the $20 range, almost 21 on Friday, Thursday last week. So it's given up a bit of ground. We'll see how that plays itself out. SmartRent, no change. Apple is down $1.70. Tesla is down 16.20. It was down more than that. It was down almost $30 this morning. Microsoft is down $25. Google down 7. Amazon down 10.20. Nvidia down 16. And Facebook, the good old Meta, a $26 loss, was down over 30 not too long ago this morning. And really, the market the big markets and the indexes are all wrapped up around these 7 stocks, the Magnificent Seven. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. By the way, 1589 on SoFi now, as more selling pressure is coming in on that stock. And it could be that shorters are attacking it, and or profit takers are jumping on it, or folks are getting margin calls all over the street, and they're having to sell out stocks to pay for their margin calls on their Magnificent Sevens, and they're selling all kinds of other stocks to pay for it. That's a possibility too. Don't know if SoFi is your target for that, but it has been a recent winner, so of course there are a lot of profits there. For those of you out there who haven't yet finished writing your cash secured puts, however, this might be the perfect morning to take advantage of this little dip right here. You may find that your $20 cash secured puts, the puts for January 2026, might jump a little this morning, giving you an opportunity to bring in even more money against stock you've already sold, or to allow you to take a position on SoFi through a cash secured put. The lower the shares go, the bigger the opportunity. We're at $16 at the moment, $15.99. You're going to see volatility all morning on SoFi and everybody else until we open for trading, and then we'll see what the market really is thinking about this market and where we're headed. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. $15.90 right now on SoFi, down 202, which is 10%. That means if we open down 10%, the shorters will be restricted on short selling at market with market sell orders. So we'll watch for that. I don't know if we're going to open down 10%. I don't know if we're going to open up $1 or $2. We have hit 1840 already after the initial results were released, but now we're at 15.95 on SoFi. Giddy up. There were articles, or there were some attempted, I'm not sure how to word this. There were YouTube videos out over the weekend that seemed to indicate that SoFi might go back to 8. I don't think so. I really don't think so. With these kinds of numbers coming out and forecasted numbers coming up, in which we know SoFi always beats the street, I think we're going through 20 sooner or later, and we're going on the S&P 500. I mean, this company is going to list on the S&P 500, and away we go. Welcome everyone to the program. Nice to have you here. So I appreciate you all joining us. Twilla Blade is on a flight in Canada to visit Canada for the first time, so I'll miss the show. Have a good morning, everybody. Enjoy Vancouver. I think you will. RB wants to know, has SoFi had 4 quarters of profit? Actually, that's 5 now. This is the 5th. Ray, hi there, Bruce. I'm getting up to buying your first class. I only have about $5,000 to invest with. Is that enough to get going on cash secured puts, or should I wait? Well, you can always write cash secured puts with $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000. Depending on what it is. If you were to look at writing $20 cash secured puts on SoFi, you could do 2 of them. You need $4,000 for that. You would bring in probably, however, if you can write January $20 cash secured puts, how much can you bring in? With today's dip, you might be able to get your hands on $6 a contract. You might bring in $1,200, which then would mean you'd have $2,200 cash on hand, because you had $1,000 left over after you wrote the first 2 cash secured puts. You still have $1,000 left over. Now you brought in $1,200 more. You have $2,200. You can write a 3rd cash secured put. So, Ray, you could be in a position to have 3 cash secured puts written at 20 each, which means you'll have over $6,000 cash in your account from a starting point of 5, and that is a nice little increase in capital. If I got my math correct, 1, 2, and then 3 is 3. With a little extra cash, you'll be over $6,000 in cash in your account immediately to start off. That's one way to go. You can always look at poor man covered calls once you get to that level. But yeah, you might want to start with a cash secured put scenario on SoFi. If you can get 6.5, that's $1,300 for 2. You need $4,000 to bring in $1,300. Then you'll write the 3rd one, and you'll have brought in $1,950 in cash So you'll be close to 7,000 in cash on hand, actually, with the third one. So, yeah, something to look at. Classes, though, you need the classes. Yeah. It's not a race. Okay, this is for the rest of your life. So just take your time and work that. RB, when do you think SoFi will be added to the S&P 500? I don't know. Sooner rather than later. But I don't have that timing in my possession. I don't have a line to these guys, but everything this company has to do to qualify, they're doing. The key here is continued growth, continued profitability, moving up the rankings of how big that they are as far as a bank goes in the U.S. And the S&P committee has to decide when to invite them into the S&P 500, which then puts them into all the banking indexes and sub-indexes and, oh my God, every ETF around the world that tracks these various indices, from high-tech industries, software indexes, financial indexes. They'll all look to add SoFi, I think, into their sub-indexes. And so you're going to have just a rush of stock for institutional requirements. But I don't know. The other thing I wonder about is later this week, next week, will SoFi come out with a new announcement about a massive cash injection into the company? That's the next one. That's the next one I'm wondering about. Lisa, SoFi expects to add 2.8 million new members in 2025. Right there is another indication of how powerful these guys are becoming and how big they are. They're going to be at when they max out and mature out, I think they're going to have 60 million members in their bank. They're going to hit 2.8 million this year. This is so early, the timing for SoFi. It is so early right now that a lot of people are losing the big picture of SoFi. They think that, $20 a barrier they'll never get over. I sure hope they hold $15 or $16 and don't go back to $8. The company is going much further down the road than a lot of analysts are giving them credit for or have even bothered to look into. And Lisa is right. With 2.8 million expected, they just broke the 10 million member number back in early December. They're going to be 11, 12 million members this year. They were a few years ago sitting on 2 million members. And every member that is a member of the bank is an income generator for the bank. Remember, customers of banks make banks money. They deposit money. They deposit their paycheck through their bank. They use the bank's credit cards. They use their debit cards. They'll apply for a car loan, or they'll get a secondary line of credit on their house, whatever they want. They might get a mortgage. They might reorganize debts they've got, including student loans. They're going to use SoFi as an app on their phone to do all of their banking. And where are they coming from? Where are these members coming from? It's not like, people who turn 21 immediately just join SoFi and there's 2.8 million more of them this year. That's not the case. The 2.8 million new members coming into SoFi are coming from other institutions that are being hit by SoFi. SoFi is stealing market share from everybody else. Now, are they going to put Bank of America under? No, of course not. But they're going to get their slice of the banking business. There are a lot of 30, 40, 50-year-olds out there who are switching or opening a SoFi account, becoming members of SoFi, and will slowly shift all their banking and investing needs there. That is what's really going on. And the business for SoFi is 20, 30 times larger than where we are now. They're going to go from 10 million members to 60 million. That's 6 times more. 6 times more members from 10 to 60 million, probably in the next 5 to 7 years. So 2.8 million this year. They'll probably end up at 12, 13 million by the end of the year. The year after that, they could probably add 5 million members, and they'll get to 18 million. So this stock at $15.94 is a bargain, but you have to allow profit takers to run. You have to allow day traders to flip. You have to allow speculators to speculate. And then there are the investors for the long term going, yeah, I'm not getting out. I'm going to take these dips and take advantage of these dips. And for those of you who I've been saying to you, sell the shares and write cash secured puts, you can still do that even today. If the shares want to open at $16, you get your hands on $6.50 for $20 cash secured puts for Jan 26. That's $22.50 a share that you can lock in your account. So I would say, yeah, you have 1,000 shares of SoFi, sell them at 16 grand. You got enough to write 8 cash secured puts at 6.5 a shot. And I'm just guesstimating that's where the contract's going to open at. I'm just trying to give you an idea. Well, that's what, 8 times that, $5,100. That's enough dough to write 2 more cash secured puts. So now you're up to 10 cash secured puts written, and those 2 will bring you another 1,300 on top of the leftover cash you had. There's another one. Now you have 11 written, 11 cash secured puts written today, selling 1,000 shares. So you're going from 1,000 shares to 1,100 shares at 20, because you have the cash to buy 1,100 at 20 instantaneously in your account. Instead of a $16,000 portfolio, you got a $22,000, $23,000 portfolio, and you're now hauling in some interest on your cash sitting in your account. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome all. Christina, welcome to the show. Ryan, welcome. Guidance for 2025 fell short for SoFi. I don't believe it. I think that is BS. I think that is the company doing what they do best, and that is giving a conservative figure and not being overly aggressive with their numbers. And there are people out there who will find any straw to pull at to criticize this stock, especially the shorters who are getting shellacked on their portfolio. There will be someone out there who will have something to complain about with SoFi and will ignore 99 good things and find one sliver to try to find a momentum trade on the downside. Right now, 1538, it is lower at 250. I agree, it's lower. For how long? And it's the pre-market. Do you really believe this pre-market is accurate, or is this an overreaction? 3.6 million traded at the moment on SoFi, 3.6 million. And I think that with the Dow off 427 points, NASDAQ off 872, and SoFi at 142, there are extenuating circumstances why SoFi is under pressure today. And I believe what's actually happening in the bigger market is that millions and millions and millions of gamblers out there are getting margin calls from their brokers right now. These are the gamblers that have margined Tesla shares, NVIDIA shares, Amazon shares, Google shares, Facebook shares, and others who are getting shellacked because those stocks are under pressure because of the China story that came out over the weekend. And I just believe that this is a temporary dip, that stocks go down faster than they go up. And I wouldn't be surprised if SoFi actually goes back to 17 later today, maybe even 18 later today. Wouldn't shock me. 1570 right now, just jumped 40 cents in a minute while I was talking to you. But hey, Ryan, thank you for telling me this. Anything you hear on this, let me know. Welcome to the party, pal, says Stock Jockey. Yorvan, NVIDIA's down 12%. This is crazy. That's right. It is crazy, but it is a sign and an absolute indication of what I've been trying to warn you guys about now for 6 months, if not a year. The PE multiple, the price earnings multiple of some of the most successful corporations ever to exist. Okay, not the winners and not the high flyers. I'm talking about the largest cap companies on the planet Earth right now, historically speaking, are at such ridiculously high numbers. It's unsustainable. And it only takes one trigger, one excuse, one anything out of left field to upset the apple cart. And that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for one thing. Just tell me one thing. Just like this guy right here. He's telling me, been telling you, just one thing is what we need for this market to take a dump. And I'm not talking about the SoFi market. I'm talking about the stock market. Just one thing is what we need Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah, here we are. I think what we have right now are margin calls going out left, right, and center. And we're seeing a little bit of turmoil out there on the big three indexes. They're getting whacked. Maybe it's about time. Maybe NVIDIA shares are $30 too high. Maybe Tesla is $200 too high, $150 too high. Maybe Facebook is $200 too high. They're making money, lots of money. They've got cash in the bank. They don't have any debt to worry about. Great. But they're trading at multiples that are unsustainable. And so maybe there's a reaction to that right now. Keep in mind also, if you can take your money out of NVIDIA stock or out of Facebook or Amazon or Google, and you can turn around and buy an ETF that specializes in buying corporate bonds in the United States. You've got your money in American currency. You're getting an 8% yield on some of these ETFs. Why would you own stock? If you can get 8% on your money from the corporate bond market, why would you take a chance on these volatile, overpriced securities? There has to be a reckoning somewhere. By the way, your SoFi is heading back to 16. It's 15.93 right now, trying to get back to 16. So the market is knee-jerk reacting to a story out of left field from China, from a small AI intelligent creation company that apparently is upending the world. And you believe that? You really think that's it? That's the whole thing? That's everything to know about the future of the planet, that China is in one fell swoop able to create AI that will surpass the rest of the world combined? Really? Well, that's an interesting theory. Okay. Believe what you want, but if you go cash only and write options from a cash only perspective, I think you can make a fortune. And I think you can make more than 8% than the corporate bond yields. And as a matter of fact, I think you can buy these ETFs yielding 8% to you and then use the marginability of those to write cash secured puts or do what you want. It's up to you what your game plan is. Are you looking to quit your day job and cash flow yourself out of a job, which is a dream scenario for many of you out there? Well, maybe credit spreads are the way to go. Maybe it's time to write call credit spreads on the Magnificent Sevens. Pick the one you want, do 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever you like, where you're writing contracts that are going to expire in 1 to 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and you're writing contracts that are 15, 20% out of the money, way out of the money. I'm not even talking near the neighborhood. I'm talking area codes away. Because the attitude and the game plan is to use 5 or 10 or 20 or 50 grand and bring in 4 to 8% to 10% return on a credit spread. That's all you're looking for, something really tiny where the calls you are writing are so far out of the money that even if the shares had a good day or two, they're not getting anywhere near where you are. You're telling an NVIDIA stock or a Microsoft or an Apple or a Google or whatever, Tesla, you got to come up 20% to get anywhere near where I'm at. There's no way in hell that these contracts will have any value to them as they approach their expiry. And if you've written a 3-week set of contracts, call credit spreads, 3 weeks out, you're going to be closing them within a week to 10 days. You won't even be around for the end of the ride. You'll have long taken most of the money off the table, and you'll have rolled into a new set of 3-week out credit spreads again. And there are people on this channel who have been doing this now for months after month after month after month after month, several trades a month, several rollovers a month on their favorites, and they're just taking a ton of money off the table. You got to think about this. If you can pull in 4 or 5% a month on your capital that you have, which is capital, cash, if you can make your cash make 4 to 5% cash every month, you're compounding that on a regular basis, you are in another world a year from now. And the reality is there are a lot of folks here who are doing 2 and 3 week out call credit spreads, which means they're doing 2 rollovers a month. Every 2 weeks, they're doing a rollover. So they're pulling in 4 or 5% and then another 4 or 5% per month. That means 8 to 10% per month return on your capital. Just take a piece of paper and a pen and do some mathematics and say, oh, okay, I got 10 grand. If I can make 8% a month on 10 grand, what is that? That's $800. Okay, well, now can I make 8% on 10,800? What would that be? Can I make 8% on 11,900 or 12,000? Can I make 8% on 14,000? Can I make it? Figure out how many months down the road it'll be before you doubled your money. It won't be a year. It'll be less than a year. And the second year, my God, from the starting line to where you're going to end up in 24 months, massive. And that's what I'm telling you to do here. Learn how to write credit spread. Learn all about the options market. Go to my website, take the classes when you're ready, at your pace. This is not a race. It's the rest of your life, but make something of it and get in there and learn how options work and how they die and why they are created and how they depreciate and how they trade and how they don't do what stocks sometimes do. Stocks go up and calls don't go up. And sometimes stocks go down and puts don't go down. Why is that? Understand the psychology of the markets. Understand the art of stink bids, stink offers, the 90-10 rule. You have a lot to learn because it's an entirely separate market from the equity market. And millions of gamblers are out there trying to buy and sell call and put contracts to outguess the market. And they're getting hosed. They're getting taken to the cleaners. If you want to join in and really make money, you've got to become a casino. And you've got to set the rules and the odds and not have them set to you. You have to set the odds to the market. And as a casino operator, a writer, that's what you're going to do here. Patience and taking the change and leaving the pie in the sky multi-million-dollar wins to the dreamers and the hopers and the lottery players. You're taking the sure thing, the sure bet off the table. That's where you want to be. Welcome to the party, pal. Dude, let's go. Yes, Susan Shops, number 41 today. This is an early morning for me. Thank you, Beach Boy, for saying Uncle Bruce early on the morning show. Never using this again. I think the market's crazy high, but I don't think the tech replaces the American AI. Amy G., good morning. And good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining me this morning from wherever you are. I'm so glad you could make it. We're going to go member only on the comments now because I've got a whole bunch of Gold Bagel members coming in here, and I want to be sure to not miss any of their comments. If you are a fan of this channel or you'd like to become part of the family of this channel, we'd love to have you join us here on the Bagel family. Become a Gold Bagel member as quick as you can. Just hit your avatar and follow the prompts that YouTube gives you, and you too can join us as a Gold Bagel member. We'd love to have you here. Thank you all for being with us, joining us from wherever you are on the planet. We love that you're with us. Don't forget, Gold Bagel members get an early alert show, which I've already done for Gold Bagel members. They're usually on every day at 8 in the morning, and then I go live at 8:30 for everyone else, except for today. And don't forget, on Wednesday evenings, 7 o'clock Eastern, I go live for Gold Bagel members only. 7 o'clock Eastern, at least an hour, and you're welcome to join us for that show if you're a Gold Bagel member of the family. There is a poll question out today, and it's pretty simple. It's a yes or no answer. Is the bull market over? Do you think that the bull stock market is over? 59% of you say no. 41% of you say yes, it is. 125 votes. I'm just curious. You give me your thoughts. We have 52 thumbs ups already. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Really appreciate it. And we'll see what happens as the day wears on. We've got SoFi now at 1597, trying to go back to the 16 level after touching, I think, a low trade maybe of 1530 or 40 or 35 or something like that for just a moment. I don't know if it got any lower than that. we have a lot of volatility going on at the moment, and we're following a number of developments, including non-SoFi developments that are really dominating the markets at the moment. Again, thank you all for joining in so far this morning. It's an early start to the show. Nothing personal, it's just business. We're just trying to let you know what's going on out there and give you a heads up on what is happening in the bigger markets, and also what's happening with our one of our favorite stocks, which is SoFi, that just came out with earnings this morning. They beat the street on the top line. They beat the street on the bottom line. They added a ton of new members. They are forecasting a huge number of increased members. They are talking about a massive increase in the income level from some of their departments. They have 3 areas of income now that they're talking about, not just loans. I believe that the company is pretty soon going to announce, my hunch is going to announce a massive capital injection. It wouldn't shock me to see 3 to 5 billion more come in, but again, how they do it and when they do it and the structure, I don't know. I do not believe dilution is one of the areas to worry about, because I think they've done a brilliant job of adding billions of capital in the last year to their treasury without diluting their stock. And the shares have gone from as low as $7 odd to now as high as $18.42 just in 6 months. And I think we have a bigger run than that coming. I also believe that SoFi will be likely added to the S&P 500. I'm guessing sometime this year. It could be in the first quarter, second quarter. I have no date for that. I can't give you any assurance that it's a guarantee, but I believe it's happening. 15.26, by the way, looks like the low of the morning in the pre-market for SoFi. We're now back to $16, and the volume so far on SoFi is 4.4 million shares traded. We were at 1.1 million when they released their financial numbers. So we've traded 3.3 million shares so far since the numbers came out, and we've been as high as, I think, 1840. I think that's as high as the numbers did get, and now we're showing it at $16 a share. So that's where I think we're at right now. Never a dull moment in paradise here in this business. There you go, $16, an opportunity when we open. And I don't know when that'll happen, but I know when we open in 50 odd minutes or a couple hours. But when we do open, there might be a tremendous opportunity to write cash secured puts for a nice premium today, but it may not happen at all. We may find that by the time we open for trading, that we'll have a market very close to where we closed off last night, and we'll continue going higher from here. But it's up to the street and the market as a whole to get its act together and to show us what really is going on. At the moment, on the indexes, as I see it, let me get this up here. The Dow is down 409, which is 0.92%. S&P is down 2.2% at 137-point loss. NASDAQ is down 3.8%, which is an improvement, down 837. We were down 5 percentage points about an hour and a half ago. We've recovered a quarter of the losses already. And again, this is just the pre-market. This is not official market-timed trades. These are pre-market trades where 1/10 of the market is maybe playing here. And speculators can really ruin or make a stock overperform or underperform in a hurry. So there's a lot of knee-jerk reaction trading in those first few hours of the pre-market today. You can't rely on that as gospel, that's where we're really going to be here, where we're going to be today. The crude oil number down 34 cents at 74.32. So oil is off, under some pressure there. All righty. What else is going on here? Lisa says 4 of the Magnificent 7 are going to report this week. I see the market back to the green as from her angle. We will be following that. Doug, good morning all. Big day for SoFi. Pre-market is red. Jeff, SoFi beats earnings by 25%. All segments up significantly year over year, and the stock tanks 11%. This is dumb. Jeff, I didn't see mention of the cap call option in the report. Interesting as well, isn't it? Ed, good morning. Member for 44 months. Blair, let's rock SoFi earnings out. Am I hearing this? And Johnny it's their guidance. Johnny thinks it might be that, but I don't think so. I think what it is the street is freaking out over this China AI DeepSeek thing. Nobody understands it, so they're selling first and then asking questions later. And some of these big tech, Magnificent Seven, and others are under pressure this morning. And I think we have a bunch of cash margin calls going out today. I really do. I think right now in the pre-opening, there are millions of retail investors getting margin calls from their brokers. Now, what does that mean? They're getting email alerts through their phones, and they're getting notifications through their brokerage accounts that they're under-margined and that they're overexposed and that they have to come up with cash to cover their portfolios, to cover their holdings. And I believe that a bunch of investors are using the pre-market as an excuse to sell stock to cover debits, cover calls, because they don't have cash. They're all in. They've used their credit cards for cash advances. You have to understand, people have gone pawn shops to try to gamble on the stock market and try to get rich overnight. These are the ones who get hurt. It's not like everybody, but there's a significant number of very overexposed players. Day traders are notorious for being margined up to the hilt. Day traders are really guilty of this problem. This is nothing new. It's been around since the 70s, 80s, 90s. It's just that today you can be overexposed in a microsecond using your phone. Now, if you've got cash on hand, you can transfer cash in to cover your margin call. That's great. The problem is, if the market drops a couple of percentage points and you're under margin and you got to come up with $5,000, you send in the 5,000 and you think you're all good now. Then the market in the pre-market drops another 3 or 4%. You get another margin call. You need another $5,000 or 8,000 or 3,000, whatever the number is, and you miraculously come up with that. And then the market drops again. And it's not the index that is the problem. It's your stock that's the problem. You're sitting on Facebook shares, Meta, and they drop $35 a share, or your Tesla drops $35 a share. You get instantaneous margin calls that need capital immediately. And you've got to shift it in there, or you're being sold out in an hour at the opening, who knows what. And so there's a lot of panic going on by overexposed day traders and others who are scrambling to come up with cash. The other problem is, though, that if you are carrying, say, NVIDIA stock and Apple stock and Facebook stock, and you've got some SoFi and some Rocket Lab and you got some penny stocks, you have to come up with cash. Now, you either sell stock or come up with money. That's the way to solve a margin problem. And you're going to sell shares that you're up on first. The ones that you're winning on, you're going to sell first. And the ones you're losing on, you're going to try to carry, because the mentality out there is, I got to hold my losers until they turn back into winners. Because after all, I thought they were winners when I bought them. And so SoFi at $16, $17, $18 compared to where it was a year ago, compared to where it was 9 months ago, compared to where SoFi was 6 months ago, it's doing rather well. And even at $16 a share, SoFi is looking pretty good in a lot of people's portfolios. They'll sell it at 16 or 15 to cover their Apple trade or their NVIDIA trade, or a combination of all the trades they're involved with, which might include call buying, call option buying, and other buying, where they believed that NVIDIA is going to $200 a share in the next month, and I'm into 150s and 160 call options, big time, that expire 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, a month from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now. The gamblers out there are all over these stocks, and they are all long these stocks and their options, and they're getting shellacked. they're getting absolutely whacked this morning. And this is why the big indexes are under pressure, including the Dow and the S&P, which make up 43% of these indexes are made up by the Magnificent Seven. Take a look at the quotes of the Magnificent Seven, and you'll see where the stress is coming from. And of course, if the Magnificent Seven are dropping, that means the other 57% of the market is under unbearable dollar pressure to get itself covered up. Think about this. If NVIDIA has a margin call, if a margin call goes out because NVIDIA stock drops, when NVIDIA drops 5% in value, you're talking about a $4 trillion company, $3.8 trillion company, losing $200 billion in value. The rest of the market combined has a value of maybe $2 trillion. There's a 10% call on the rest of the market to hold the NVIDIA stock up. Then take Apple, then take Microsoft, then take the other Magnificent Seven. You got yourself a major nightmare here. You get the Magnificent Sevens all dropping at the same time. The margin call could be $800 billion in the first hour of trading this morning or pre-market. That's why the entire market is backing up. So it's not a SoFi problem that we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a market problem, an over-leveraged, overpriced stock market that has PE multiples that make no sense. And I've been preaching this for months. And who am I preaching to? I got 179 people watching me right now. I'm on real early for you today. I'm here to give you the heads up before you normally would get the heads up. And I don't have anybody watching. I don't have 20,000 people getting this message. I don't have 1 million followers getting this message of caution. You guys are getting this message. And that's because you're used to coming over here to get the market in plain English. And I'm trying to explain to you as simply as I can that the over-leveraged part of this stock market are getting their butts handed to them first thing this morning. And it's possible some of you guys are going to go to work today and are already heading there now. And some of your office friends who have heard or have talked to you about you writing options and stuff, they're going to wonder if you're getting your butt handed to you this morning. And you're going to go, no, I'm not getting my butt handed to me. I sold all my stock last month. I sold my stuff back in November when Bruce started talking about the markets being way overpriced. I'm cash. I only write options on a cash balance. I don't have stock. No, thank you. I do credit spreads, call credit spreads on NVIDIA, on Apple, on Microsoft, on Amazon, Google, whatever. I do put credit spreads on GameStop and on other stocks, and I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much. My condors are paying me handsomely. And I've written cash secured puts, and I'm sitting on a mountain of money that I never sat on before, and I'm hauling in some interest that is really paying the bills. I like this game. Matter of fact, I even bought myself an I Like This Game t-shirt. I bought myself an I Like This Game a tote bag. I bought myself I Like This Game phone cover because that's how much I like this game. I like this game, baby. The folks out there who are long contracts are getting whacked, and they're not going to recover. This is the thing that Wall Street just doesn't advertise very much, but it's a reality. There are people out there who are long NVIDIA, AI, GameStop, and all kinds of other contracts, looking for these miracle runs as soon as possible. You know, they're not looking at like a 1-year opportunity to recover. Oh no, these stocks are going to go up next week, next month. Oh, that's what's going to happen. Really, without any possible sell-off in the rest of the market, your stock is going to go to the moon, is it? These folks are going to lose their butts. And it's the same with NVIDIA gamblers, Apple gamblers. I mean, Apple already is down 10% on the year. As it's on its own, it's down 10%. If that isn't a warning shot across the bow, I don't know what is. And here we are today, lower again. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's great to see you all here. Ed Hawkins, I've been a member for 44 months. Giddy up. Bama Babe, been a member for 46 months on this man's channel. Thank you, Bama Babe. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, all of you who have let everyone know how long you've been here. Preach it, Uncle Bruce. I've got dry powder, says Christina. Nico, I wrote 145 credit spreads on NVIDIA. I'm assuming those are call credit spreads. A little close to the mark, but you're going to do all right, I guess. What can I say? 1564 on SoFi. We are going to fluctuate here. 50 cents every 5 minutes can be quite normal right now, up or down. You've got to allow, just like a water off a duck's back. You've just got to sit back and go, yeah, do whatever you want. But I know the big picture for SoFi. S&P inclusion, huge returns, massive profitability, $100 stock. That's the end of the discussion. And you will be making a whole bunch of lovely trades, rollovers of your cash secured puts, getting richer every time. I have cash to write cash secured puts today, and all of the cash secured puts I already wrote are still out of the money after these big drops, but my account balance going to look ugly when the options market opens. There you go. Well, we'll see what happens, Jeff. Giddy on up. Ed Hawkins sold all my SoFi before Christmas and wrote just as many puts. Can't believe the cash influx into my account. I cannot believe how much money came into my account writing these cash secured puts. I'll tell you, kids, you can sell the stock at any price you want right now, $15.63. If the options are trading right now, you could be looking at cash secured puts on SoFi for the 20s. For January expiry, January 26th, and you might be taking advantage of it this morning if you are in that position. They were sitting at 540 on Friday night, and if the shares are truly going to be down $2.20 a share to open this morning, if that's really going to happen, then these puts will be trading at probably $7, $6.80. You'll take advantage of that. You'll say, okay, I'll sell at 16, and I'll write $7 puts, $23 a share. Thank you very much. What would your account be worth if SoFi, if you own shares of SoFi, and they were to trade at $23 a share? What would your account be worth? You can have that much money in your account in the first 15 minutes of the opening, the first half hour, first hour, anytime today. Again, depending on the stock price, the option movement, you could be sitting on $22, $23 a share in cash today on all your SoFi. And this company is on fire. No matter what anyone speculates, the problem is 1557 right now. Doug, if your cash secured put volatility is your friend, the premiums are extra juicy on high volatility days like this. Of course, if you can get $7 for a put contract, a $20 put contract, you're telling the market, I'm willing to buy SoFi at $13. It's nothing personal. I'm willing to buy it back at $13 a share. Give me $7 for my $20 cash secured put, and I'll sit on a mountain of money. I'll sit on $23 of cash, and I'm willing to actually just pay $13 a share for this stuff. You want to exercise me right now? Go ahead. Make me buy this stuff at $20. 7 of it I've been given by the buyers. I only need to come up with $13 a share. I just sold it at 16. Okay. Any time you want to exercise me early on these $20 cash secured puts, I am more than happy to help, because all you're going to do the minute that happens is you're going to resell the shares again and write another bunch of $7 cash secured puts, saying, let's do it again. They're trading at 16. I'll buy them at 13. Whoever exercises you at 20 is not the person that's buying your puts from you. It's someone else that bought puts from someone else a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. These $20 January 2026 puts, they've been out there for over a year. They're out there. You're just waiting for any one of those holders to come and call you out and buy you out, or make you buy their stock at 20. And you're going, okay, I just sold mine for 7. That's a $13 buy. I'll buy SoFi at $13 all you want. Let's do this every day. You can make $3 a share every day on SoFi for the next year. Wouldn't you like that? Guess how rich you'd be. Wouldn't that be a lovely thing to have happen? It's not going to happen. It could happen, but I don't think so. But you've got a $3 win. The moment you write $7 puts, you have a $3 win in your hands. Sell the stock here, write $7 puts, and I'm assuming $16 a share or $7 puts. I'm just throwing the numbers around. It might be $15.25, $15.50, whatever the market's going to open it. It might be $16.50 this morning in the first 15 minutes. It might be $17 this afternoon, selling at 17 and writing a $6 cash secured put, because the puts will come down if the stock goes up. You're going to get $23 a share in cash in your hands today if you haven't done so already. If you've already made this move, you've already sold the SoFi shares and you've written cash secured puts. I know some of you have written these $20 cash secured puts and you've hauled in something like 785 on some of these puts. Unbelievable money. Sold SoFi at 16.59 and I sold $20 puts at 6.50. There you go, Ed. Thank you. I just want to talk about making money, buddy. I love this game. Yeah, add it up: 6.50 and 16.59, 23.09. Hello. Now he's earning interest on this money. Hello. Anybody home? I love this game. Juan, I'm 53 minutes late. Good morning. Good morning, Alberto. Good morning, Bagel Gang and Familia. Welcome, Alberto. And welcome all of you to the program. Great to have you here. We've gone member only on the commentary already this morning. Gold Bagel memberships and Chillin memberships. Thank you. 1543 on the SoFi. We've been as low as 1520 something. The numbers came out. They're great. They're always great. Someone is saying, oh no, the shares are down because the forecasts for the future aren't good enough and disappointing guidance and all. Not gonna last. I think what it is gamblers who just expected the stock for whatever reason to go right to $25 a share, and it's not happening, and so they're bailing out. I think the real reaction, though, the real problem, is the market as a whole, the entire stock market. We have margin calls all over the place. That's what's going on. Beach Boy Alberto, what's going on? Weber Day. Good morning, everybody. And Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, he is a hero, so we can begin. He's here so we can begin, Uncle Bruce. With Alberto here, you can begin the show. Let's get on with it. Alberto, I have been a member for 43 months. Beachy, what's SoFi going to do? If you're an Uncle B student, who cares? We take either way. Exactly right. We don't care. Christina, SoFi is now. SoFi call is now, says Christina. Free range, good morning. And dude, good morning. What was I going to say? Also, oh yeah. For those of you out there who are covered call writers, I haven't forgot about you guys. Those of you who are holding on to shares and writing covered calls, or those of you who are holding deep in the money calls and you're writing calls against your calls, what a day you're going to have today. Oh my goodness. And those of you who have written call credit spreads on NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook, AI, Unity, the whole, a whole spectrum of stocks that you are writing call credit spreads on, are you going to have a wonderful morning today as you're going to be cashing in gazillions of dollars as these spreads, these credits just shrinking down to nothing. You're going to give back pennies from what you took in. This is going to be a very good day for you guys. Oh, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful session today for the option writers of this channel. Oh my God, are you going to have fun? The Apple shares are down 78 cents. Nothing to worry about there. Mind you, we're down 10% on the year. Tesla down $15 at $391. We were down 30 this morning. Microsoft down 21 at 422. Google is off 772. We got Amazon off 1015. We've got NVIDIA down 1637, and Meta, it's only down 17. It was down $35, $40 earlier today. Goldman Sachs down 8.12, Cisco down 76 cents, Arc Innovations down 236 to 59.97. Pfizer is up 10 cents this morning at 26.20. HPQ down 11, Unity down 72, AI down 228, Adobe down 8.99. We've got Netflix down 17.59, IBM down 190, Vanix Semiconductors down 17.50, Home Depot up 237. Enphase down 143, Palantir down 475. We were down $9 this morning. Uber down 148, MicroStrategy down 13.56, and AST Space Mobile down 86 cents at 19.50. Not a problem anywhere to be, in my humble opinion. If you are looking at cash secured, a call credit spread writing, you're laughing all the way to the bank today. I mean, absolutely, you're doing it right, and that's where you want to stay. You want to stay in the call credit spread area. That's exactly where you want to be. You don't want to be trying to guess an uptick or anything like that. You want to take your credits out, take a look at the 2 or 3 weeks going forward, write call credit spreads way out of the money, and take your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8% returns, 10, 12, 15, whatever you get there, and you decide how far the spread goes. Are you going to write a $3 credit spread, a 5, a 7, a 10? You decide, and how many you're going to write. But short term, 1 to 6 weeks out, and write contracts that have no hope in the world of having any book value whatsoever. They are so out of the money, they will die, and they might die within the week. They might die already. That's the kind of contract you want to be writing. That's the kind of call credit spreads you want to be working on. That the one you're buying, it might only be a 15-cent contract, 20-cent contract. The one you're writing is 60, 80, $1, $1.20. And you're trying to make the spread the best you can, with both contracts having no chance at survival even before they expire. That is the name. That's the name of the game. Thank you all for being here. How long have you guys been here? Free Range wants to know. Who the bagger cares, says Beach. I don't know what's going on here. Aurora, good morning. Lisa, yes, I sold a SoFi covered call March 22. Alex, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I listened to Uncle Bruce, and I wrote call credit spreads on Amazon, Meta, Tesla, and NVIDIA. Oh, the dollars. It pays to listen to this homeless Canadian, you know. It just pays. John T., do option trades start a little after the market opens? My account seems to not move for about 3 minutes after the opening, or maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know if you have a live feed or not. Some of you out there are involved with online brokers where you have 10-minute delays in your quotes. Some of you are involved with brokers that allow you to upgrade your services, the trading privilege packages they offer, and they offer standard 10-minute delay quotes or live quotes, live trading with more features for a monthly fee. You got to look into that. I can't help you with this. I don't review the brokers. I'm not that guy. Alberto, John T, aftermarket opens for options. Willie, 85 thumbs up. Deep value, I'm number 90. Uncle Bruce is always right. Computer Whiz, member for 46 months. Thank you guys for being here so long. It's wonderful to have you here. Matt E, did Uncle Bruce start early this morning, or are my clocks off? Yeah, we started a bit early today. Harry, SoFi reported 27-cent guidance versus 29% consensus. 29 cents a share. Said Jeff, watching SoFi bounce between 18 and 15 right now. Automated trading kicking in. Maybe. We're at 1572 right now. 1576 right now. Charlie, number 95 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you all for coming in through with thumbs ups already. Great to have you here. Again, I forget the consensus. Forget that nonsense. You only look at what Noto is saying. That's the only thing that matters. Noto upped his guidance for 2025 from previous guesstimates. They upped their target for earnings, gross revenues, their net profits. They're upping their expectations for how many members they're going to get, 2.8 million more. That is all that matters. The stock will fluctuate and people will have an excuse for good, mediocre, or bad performance of the stock. It absolutely doesn't matter whatsoever. Every one of you out here who are watching me, most likely 207 of you now, you're option writers or you're option writer wannabes, or you've come in here going, who is this guy? What is he talking about? And why are his people always so happy when the market goes up? Why are they always so happy when the market goes down? I don't understand this channel and his followers. These guys are never upset with the market. They're just making money all the time. They're all just making money. Well, we're option writers. We're casinos. That's what these kids are. Everyone here is a casino, and casinos win no matter how well or how badly the gamblers are doing. It doesn't matter. Casinos make money, and that's what's happening here. The Dow's down 327. Was down more than 500 at one point. We've got S&P down 132 and got NASDAQ down 819. We were down at one point on NASDAQ 1,200 points, 5%. We're down 3.7% on the NASDAQ right at the moment. My viewers are sitting here going, you know, this drop in the market means that all the covered calls that I've written are up. I can probably close them out this morning and rewrite new ones. All my call credit spreads are coming in beautifully this morning. I might be able to do a bunch of rollovers on those and bring in a ton more cash. And for some of you here, you're going, SoFi is what right now? $15.59 a share? It's gone all the way down to $15.59. Oh no, my $7 stock is down to $15.59. Oh, the tears. Maybe I can sell my stock this morning and write a bunch of cash secured puts for ridiculous premiums and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Yes, thank you indeed. Those of you who are going to write credit spreads today, you're going to do rollovers on your deep in the your call options that you're written, your covered calls. You're going to bring in more money. You're going to bring in so much more cash that some of you are going to be writing brand new additional cash secured puts on SoFi, because on a dip day is where you take advantage of these premiums and say, thank you, I'll take those dollars. Instead of taking in $5.40 for a cash secured put on a Jan 26, 20, I'll take the January 2026 $20 put contract. I'll take $7 for it. Thank you. Yes, I'll take the extra money. Bonus time. One, my Palantir cash secured put still making money. I'm just folding my arms. Absolutely. Palantir is going to be a winner here. This whole notion of, oh, the Chinese are going to win the AI war and America is going to lose. Really? You think that really is the case, do you? You actually think that American businesses are going to abandon American-based chip makers and software developers and buy Chinese AI intelligence for their corporations innermost secrets? Do you think the U.S. military is going to use the Chinese version of AI? Really? NATO is going to use the Chinese AI version? Really? You really think that's what's going to happen? Man, are you on another planet? You're not from planet Earth, are you? This market needed an excuse to go down. The market has been desperately looking for one. We had the Trump rally after the election, then it fizzled out. Now we're all watching the tariff game and we're watching the AI intelligence game, and we're wondering what Musk is going to do and what other directives are coming out of the White House. Then overnight, we saw Colombia get slapped with a 25% tariff, and then he took it away and he reversed himself. And now we got this AI thing out of China. And there's the excuse the market needed to start selling. And we can take these ridiculous PE multiples from the Magnificent Seven, every one of them, way up there, and all of a sudden we're seeing some haircuts, which causes margin calls, which causes forced selling of overexposed accounts, which means the gamblers, your benefactors, are getting their butts handed to them this morning. Not only are they getting margin calls, but they're also waking up and going, oh my God, my NVIDIA calls are down half. My Tesla calls are getting shellacked. My Google, my Amazon, my Facebook, my Microsoft, my Meta calls, I'm getting wiped out on my call options. These companies are coming out with earnings this week, next week. These companies are supposed to surge to new record highs with this new administration coming in, and it was just going to be a golden age of investing opportunities. Not with a 50-time PE multiple, not with an 80-time PE multiple, not with a 100-time PE multiple. I'm sorry. No dang way that's going to happen. The smart money is sitting with cash and is sitting on 8% performing paper right now from corporate America, or at least 5% T-bill money at the very least, and going, I'm not going to own stock in some of these magnificent sevens. They don't pay a dividend. They don't pay me any money to hold their stock. Why would I do that? I'll just write credit spreads on these guys. Thank you. And I'll keep my cash in treasuries or in these corporates, and I'll get between 5 and 8% return on my money and other people's money. And there's where the casinos are cleaning up. And that's what's happening here. There's 216 of you now who have joined me. I welcome you all to the show. A little early than usual. Nice to have you here with us. SoFi released their numbers this morning. They were great. The numbers were wonderful. Beat the street on the top line. Beat the street on the bottom line. Added a ton new clients. Up their guidance for the first quarter of this year, up their guidance for the rest of the year, and the stock is down 274 this morning. We know this game. We know this game. We've seen this before. And we go, you know what? I don't give a crap. I really don't. I'm kind of like Red. That's how you are right now. You remember the movie Shawshank Redemption? And Red comes in for his parole hearing for the very last time. And he's sitting there going, I don't give a shit. Fill out your forms, Sonny, and let me get on with my day because I don't give a crap anymore. That's the way we are with SoFi. It wants to go down to start the morning. We don't give a crap. Go down. We'll write more cash secured puts. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We'll make our money because this company is going into the S&P 500. That is a fact. It is going to happen. This company is going to have a record first quarter coming up. They're going to have a record second quarter coming up. They're going to beat the street every quarter this year, like last year. They're going to beat the year overall, like last time. And no matter what you think is making the stock go down, and you think guidance isn't good enough, you're missing the big picture. And you've got to allow speculators to speculate on the stock. That's what makes the market go around. There you go. We'll be just fine. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Nice to have you in here. Charlie C., he started very early today. One early morning wisdom. Thank you. Happy Monday. Jeff, proud owner of 200 shares of GameStop today, was assigned on a $28 cash secured put that I received $1 per contract for when I wrote them, hoping to write 29 or 30 covered calls on them right now. There you go. Lorraine, good morning. Lisa, would today be a good opportunity to buy leaps or deep in the money calls on SoFi 1 or 2 years out? Well, you got to be careful about the premiums. There are opportunities here today to write cash secured puts on SoFi. That is a definite for sure. Down here at 15.12, those 20s are worth 488 now. Book value, couple of dollars a premium. We got a 688 market maybe. Can you get $6.5, $7 for your cash secured put for 20s? That's 35% if you get $7 on your money. Not bad. Again, Lisa, you have to figure out what works for you and what is your timing and what is your risk tolerance level, capital available, the whole enchilada. I will say, and I don't poo-poo this, if any of you out there are trying to buy $5 calls on SoFi that expire in 2027, like way out there, if you can get them with a 90-10 ratio. As we talked about the 90-10 rule, if you can get them under the 90-10 rule, then you might become a call writer on those calls as a poor man covered call writer. But my thinking here is you're being handed an absolute gift by the SoFi shares to be able to write $20 cash secured puts, January 2026 expiry. If you can get your hands on 7 big ones, that's a 35% handout right now on your account. You can take 10 grand and turn it into 13.5, or 50 grand and turn it into, what is that, 65, 70,000. Thank you very much. I would be going that direction for sure. 1508 on SoFi right now. 1512. We're jumping around, and we're going to keep seeing this. We're at 11.5 million traded. Remember something else about this stock. If we get 20 million volume pre-market into SoFi, it's possible that all the selling will be done in the pre-market. And by the time we open for trading, there's no selling left on SoFi. And it's possible that in the first 30 minutes, we go from the low 15s into the mid 16s already. And all of a sudden we're sitting there going, we're only down $1.30 on this stuff. Within the first 2 hours, we might be back to 17.20. And by the end of the day, we could well be at 18.50 a share. Don't put it past this stock. The short sellers out there are pounding it right now, trying to pound it down to make it look as ugly as possible, to scare people out of the stock. I don't think it's going to work very well. It'll get some out. Oh yeah, and there are people being margined out. Oh yes. Oh, no question. There are people being margined out. We're down 15% on SoFi right now. Somebody out there is getting a margin call. No question, because there are margin players on SoFi. There are margin players on NVIDIA. There are margin gamblers on every stock out there. SoFi's margin call sellers are being wiped out right now. They're already being blown out, whether they like it or not. There's brokers are selling them out. But come the opening, there may not be any stock left for sale on a margin sellout. And the next thing you know, you have a $1 pop from here to 16.20, and then another dollar pop in the first 2 hours, and you're at 17.25 a share, and everyone's going, "What's the big deal? We're down 70 cents. What are you worried about?" Because we'll have a new breed of buyers coming in and gamblers margining the stock from 15.25 to 15.50 to 16, all the way back up, and we could well go higher. This could happen. I've been around too long not to know this. Just saying. Are you having fun this morning? Welcome, everybody. Juan is here. Neat. Lisa, take all the money you can get. Double D, more SoFi cash secured puts inbound. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Jeff, my SoFi $10 deep in the money calls looked great on Friday. They're going to be bad when the market opens today for maybe 15 minutes. We'll see what's going on there, Jeff. We'll look for those $20 2026 cash secured put premiums this morning. We'll look for those. Margin called, sure. Resistance is 18 for SoFi, so market makers are selling now. And who knows what the resistance is really at 18? It might be a hot knife through soft butter. What would happen? What are you going to think about if by Wednesday, Thursday this week, we're at $20 to $21 a share? Now what are you going to say? What are you going to think now? What's the market going to think about? Oh, my God. The potential upside for SoFi is limitless. The downside, I think we're here. I really do. I think we've already passed it. I don't think we can. It's sustainable. I don't think the shares are sustainable down here. They're going to go higher. That's just me, though. This is my opinion. You have your opinion. I got mine. You figure it out. I'm figuring it out. I'm allowed to change my mind, but I like what I see overall. Boy, do I like the numbers. So far, I like what I've heard. 1524 now on SoFi. 1506.05 was the low. Was that the low? It doesn't matter. It's pre-market. We don't open for a while yet, so stick around and let's see what the pre-market finishes. We are possibly going to have a market opening where SoFi is already back to 1650. That could already be the case. You may not get anywhere near $7 for a cash secured put today. You may not even have the chance to get that much, because if these shares begin to run up again, we're at 16.5, that means the 20s are only worth $350 book value. And at $350 book value plus $2 premium, that's a $556 market. which still isn't bad, but it's not 7 or more. Okay, just saying. Look, if a $20 cash secured puts are not juicy enough for you, you want a bigger cash injection into your account for a January 2026 put, go ahead and write a higher strike. Look at the 22s or the 25s. Maybe you're writing $25 cash secured puts. You're going to need $2,500 to do them per put. But if you can get $10 or $11 a put, you can get that kind of money, $11 or $12 a put on a $2,500 cash laydown. Drop $2,500 down and bring in $1,200 against it. Hello, 48% on your money up front, and now you're going to earn interest with this cash. Hello, hi, yeah, I like this game. Hey, knock yourself out. That could substantially change the course of your earnings going forward. Certainly, with interest income, you get $100,000, and you can write $100,000 worth of cash secured puts at 25 each for Jan 26, and bring in 48% premium. What? And that's before you roll it. You can roll it probably all the way up to 60. You can take $100,000 up to $160,000 this morning and earn interest at that level. Does that interest you at all? Does that have anything going? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. A $25 put with a $12 premium means you are offering to buy SoFi at $13 a share, and you have the cash in your account to pull off the trade. It's at $15.30 right now. Hey, you happy buying the stock at $13? There you go. The cash secured puts might be the way to go. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the program. I'm going to say neat, says Jeff. Bobby, did I hear Pete Poorman cover calls until 2027? I like this game. Well, like I said, if you can buy 5s or 7s or whatever out to 2027, if they're available, I don't even know what the strike prices are for all of these. I don't know what the markets are. I don't know what the bid asks are. I don't know if they fall under the 90-10 rule at all. I have no idea. You've got to check the margin chain in the first half hour this morning and see for yourself if there's something there for you or not. You might be better off just to sit there and go, no, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to do cash secured puts. That's all I'm going to do on these SoFi shares. Giddy up, everybody. Right now, the Dow is down 0.75 of a percentage point. That is not a problem. That is not a nightmare. We're down 2% on S&P. That is better than an hour ago, much better. The NASDAQ is down 3.5%. It was down 5% 2 hours ago. We're only down 3.5% on the session. Pre-market, we may well be within 2 percentage points of the loss to open the day, which is nothing for the NASDAQ. That's a nothing burger. We'll follow it. Crude oil down 51 cents, and that isn't much of a drop, but it is down to $74.15 a barrel. So oil is lower. We'll see how this plays out. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see what's happening here. Anyway, there it is. There's a headline here that says SoFi stock sinks as a downbeat outlook negates a big revenue beat. I don't believe this headline. I think this is BS. I really do. I think this is complete BS. They say here that the shares of SoFi were taking a dive early Monday as investors focused more on the financial technologies company downbeat outlook for profitability. I don't think shareholders are looking at that. I don't think investors give a crap about this headline. I think investors who are investors of SoFi are going, they beat the street for the fourth quarter, which they did in the third quarter, the second quarter, the first quarter. They just completely annihilated the numbers. They've upped their guidance for the year, upped their guidance for the quarter, and they're not downbeat. They're higher than before. I don't believe it. I don't think they go with it. In any event, we'll see how it plays out. These are paid shill articles, by the way. One I'm trying to read to you. I can't read you the whole article. You have to buy it to get the rest of it. It is a paid shill, or it is a so-called private self-employed analyst that's trying to be an analyst that isn't an analyst, who's just trying to get eyeballs to scare you into thinking, oh, the world is coming to an end. Oh, SoFi has downbeat guidance. Not true. Complete BS. We're at 1555, 1559. We're running up again. We might go higher from here on out. Just saying. I don't believe the naysayers. But isn't this what you expect with SoFi? Isn't it? Haven't I warned you about this? That you know what's going to happen when they come out with their earnings, no matter how good they are, how good they've been, how good they're going to be, it won't be good enough. And there's going to be that mentality with everything out there. There always is. No matter how good your results are, they're not ever going to be good enough. And that's why you got guys calling the stock a $5, $6, $7 stock a year from now. No credibility, none whatsoever. They're trying to scare the market, and they're trying to hype up whatever they're trying to hype up to get eyeballs to read their articles. You subscribe to this guy's newsletter, and he sells ads on top of that to get you to read, and he can make a fortune. Just a fortune. He's trying to get a couple of million people to follow his BS, and there are those who get sucked in and do it. I'm not one of them. I'm not going to subscribe to these guys. No, thank you. I think I'm smart enough to see the tea leaves and read the future of this company, which is brilliant. Have you noticed? Nobody so far this morning, no one has mentioned S&P 500 inclusion possibilities. Nobody. A company generating this year over $3.25 billion in sales. They're going to make money this year, all kinds of it. No one is talking about the fact that those kinds of numbers are higher than a whole bunch of S&P 500 companies that are already out there on the S&P 500. This company is overqualified already to join the S&P 500 from an earnings point of view, a revenue point of view, customer growth rate. They blow the doors off of a bunch of S&P 500 listed companies already. It's only a matter of time before they are included. And then we're going to have a Palantir. We're going to get a Palantir kind of reaction. Palantir shares were $14 to $17 when the word came out that they were going to join the S&P 500. Look what they've done since. SoFi is going to match that, and they actually make money where Palantir is barely making money right now. SoFi is way ahead of Palantir in its corporate world. This is why the shares of SoFi could easily go to $50-$60 a share sometime this year, but they'll ultimately break 100 and go beyond that because they're going to deliver the results to be there, not the potential that they might someday sell some of their product. No, they're already selling their product. They're already making income. This company is way down the road to profitability and much higher profitability. 1564 now on your SoFi. Another couple of pennies. It's coming on again. It's coming back up again. Volume 12.9 million, 13 million shares on SoFi, with the low of the morning, I believe, was 1530. That, I think, was the low trade. We're now at 1562, something. I could be wrong on this. I'm assuming that's what we have here. I'm trying to read the tea leaves here, but it looks to me like we're on the way back up again on SoFi at this moment. Okay, we're still down 229 a share or whatever it is, 12%, but there is a climb back happening here. I'm going to double check here. 1503 was the low this morning. Pardon me. I'm trying to read a chart here from CNBC that's a bit glitchy, but it looks like 1503 may have been the pre-market low on SoFi, and we're now at 1560 to 65 roughly a share. That's kind of what we see right now, but there will be 50-cent swings for a while yet. We are an hour away from opening, so we're not even close. So we're going to be We may be exactly here at the opening. We might be 50 cents lower. We might be $1.50 higher. I don't know. We'll just go with it. We're not going anywhere. We've gone through thick and thin with SoFi. We're not leaving the table. Sorry. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for being here. Andre Delatorre, I still have some dry powder. I'm going to do SoFi cash secured puts Jan 26, 22. So that's what I'm going to do. And then Pickcomb says, China released a new open source AI DeepSeek technology, making it cheaper to create AI in new applications. People not realizing what it means in the NASDAQ, I think. Ed wrote a $22 Jan 26 put on SoFi for $7.05 a couple of weeks ago. Giddy up. Not a problem, sir. I'm excited for you kids on SoFi, no doubt about it. Cheers, all of you. I'm still trying to finish my morning coffee. Thank you again for those of you who are becoming members of this channel, especially you Gold Bagel members. Love you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those, and congratulations to those of you who have been picking up my classes on my websites, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. You've been heading over there. You've been grabbing these classes, and you're beginning to get knowledgeable on how to write stock options. I cannot emphasize enough how proud I am of you and how excited I am for you. This market is tailor-made to just make a ton of money being an option writer without any doubt whatsoever. Thank you so much for those of you who become members, those of you who are class takers, and congratulations on what absolutely tremendous upside that is available to you becoming an option writer. Become a casino and make money as a casino owner. Don't be the guy on the floor of the stock exchange where all the slot machines are. Don't think you're going to be smarter than these incredibly talented option writers and the institutions out there that generally are the option writers. You're kidding yourself if you think that you can outsmart the pros from Dover down there. You've got to be a writer. You've got to do what the institutions are doing. You got to be a writer of options, not a buyer of options. We have 128 thumbs up so far on the board. I thank you for that. We've been on very early today. Appreciate all of you who are hitting the thumbs up button. We've got 292 people reacting to my question of the day. The bull market is over. Yes or no? That's it. That's the question. Bull market is over. We were actually more like 60-40. We're now 65-35. No for 65%. Yes, the bull market is over, only 35%. We were higher than 40% on the yes vote, but as the markets have started to stabilize a little bit lately, this poll question is shifting a little more in the other direction. I'm just curious what your thoughts are. 1569 now on SoFi as we're approaching 1570 again and slipping a little bit higher. Alberto, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all your guidance. Thank you, my friend, for being here. As always, Pickcomb, I have months to worry about my January 26 cash secured puts. I don't have to worry about these cash secured puts. No, you don't. Not at all. You want to be exercised right now. You really do. If you don't realize it, you really do. You want to be exercised early, because if you are exercised today, you make money. Many of you out there are buying this stock in theory at 14 or 13 or less a share if you were to be exercised. If you can get $7 a share on a cash secured put, you can get $7 a contract. You're offering to buy your SoFi back at $13. It's trading at $15.69, $15.70 right now, and you graciously, generously are offering $13 a share to buy it back. What wonderful people you are! What kind-hearted casinos you are to help your patrons lose money in a nice, sophisticated way. Oh, you kids are something else. I'll tell you that right now. You're making $2.69 a share if you get exercised at $20 a share. I tell you, I don't know how easier it gets to make money. You just resell the shares again and write 20s all over again, or 22s or 25s, and take buckets of cash off the table and say, thank you, sir. May I please have another? I like this game. I really like this game. Let's keep playing. Oh, man, this is fun. Giddy up, everybody. Hector, hey, thank you, Uncle Bruce. We'll all become wiser and hopefully richer. Indeed, you will. There are some folks here who are making some serious money right now from this market. They love the fact that the Dow is off this morning, that NASDAQ is down 3.5%. They're looking at their covered calls going, I wrote these. I wrote these last week. I wrote these 2 weeks ago for prices up here. They're now trading down here. Oh, I love this game. Uncle Bruce, I am going to score some profits on writing my covered calls like you cannot believe the amount of money they handed me for these out of the money, ridiculously priced calls. I took the money. Thank you very much. Others of you who sold your shares and wrote cash secured puts or are writing credit spreads, call credit spreads. Are you going to have a fun time this morning? You call credit spread writers are going to be cashing in all morning. Giddy up. 1580 on your SoFi as we're coming back up again. 1585 on SoFi. Here it comes. Another buy run just kicked in on your SoFi. Will they stay down here? I don't know. They got to 1503. Now we're 1589 right now. We're climbing quickly on your SoFi. We hit 1840 right after the earnings came out. 1840. And then we backed off. So we've been just everywhere. 1589, 1590 right now, 1592 on your SoFi shares. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have you here. Brian, wow, Uncle Bruce, I was on very early. You were on very early today. I have a lot of catching up to do here. I'm number 135. Matt is here morning. I'm number 136. I'm in the house. Mandu, I'm number 137 on the thumbs up meter. Good morning, everybody. Andre, would stretching SoFi cash secured puts 25 to June 26 make any sense? Not right now. I wouldn't worry about going out to that. Those you might get into in another 3 months from now because you'll want to be 1 year out. Maybe then. Right now, 1596. We're going to $16 right now. It looks like the stock wants to break 16 again after touching 1503 for a minute this morning. We'll see. 1598. Enjoy your coffee. Get your caffeine in you. Andre Delatorre, thank you, sir. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, everybody, for coming through here, being with me all morning. $15.99 on your SoFi. That $16 barrier is nothing. That's a nothing burger. We'll go through that without any issue. 14 million traded, almost 14.1 million. We might be going through 16 here and maybe back to 1650. We'll see. The low was 1503, and that was an overreaction. Silly. I pity the fool who sold it down there. I pity the fool, especially if they shorted it, because, oh, are they getting whacked already? $15.99, $16 right now. 1605 on your SoFi. 1605 on your SoFi. Now, there you go, 1606. Giddy up, everybody. Touch grass, thumbs ups. James of the Misty Tree, number 143. Brian, this thing's coming back, man. It's coming back. Charlie, I have cleared enough premium in a few weeks to write another cash secured put on SoFi. I'm going to write another 17 this morning on the dip if it stays around 15, 16. I don't know if you're going to get that chance, Charlie. 16, 12, 16, 19. You might be writing 20s. Up we go if you can. We'll see. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. 1623 on SoFi. 1623 on SoFi. We're moving up. Now 1625. We're going higher. Very interesting. 29 cents earnings per share for fourth quarter. 734 million in revenue has been posted. These guys are pushing higher, and they're going to have a record year this year. They had a record year last year. This company is on its way up. 1636 now. We are surging very quickly. 1641 now on your SoFi as buying is coming in. 1644, another bump. Volume at the moment is 14.5 million shares. And we've seen 1644 just a moment ago here, up from that 1560 range. Just a quick 50, 60, 80 cent run on your SoFi. I think it's just going to keep on going. It's my personal opinion. We were down 15% at one point. We're down 8% right now and climbing. 1647 looks like 1650 is the next stop. We were just at $16 a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. 1669, 1650's gone. We're going to 17 here. 1665 and running right now. 1659 to 1665. We are really moving up. These shorters are getting whacked right now. 1660 on your SoFi. We're down only 6.8% now on the session. $1.22 lower instead of 2 something. Giddy up, everybody. Are you having fun out there? Johnny, hypothetical. What if a Chinese hedge fund used what that deep thing metrics to buy the dip? What are your thoughts? I know. It means nothing. It's meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you here. We're down 280 on the Dow, which is 0.63. That's a nothing burger. S&P is down 1.9%. NASDAQ down 3.4%, and we're recovering on some of these markets. Crude oil down 49 cents, and your SoFi 1672, 1673 actually has gone through. We're still running up here fairly aggressively right now. There's a straight up move happening on SoFi. 15 plus million volume in the pre-market. We don't open for another 50 minutes. We're coming on here very quickly from a 1503 low, 1675 right now. We're up $1.72 since the low in the last hour. We are really moving up 1675 and still accelerating upwards on SoFi. We're down 6.2%, 1680. We're only down 6.2% instead of down 15% at one moment this morning on SoFi. The speculation is over as far as downside goes, from what I can tell you. But again, I could be dead wrong. We might go lower. We might go through 17 here. Welcome to the party. Nice to have you here. Free range, that was fast. Yes. 1678. Has an analyst come out with a buy rating on the stock? Has someone disclosed an SEC filing that they're sitting on a mountain of paper? I don't know. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. 1676 here. I like this move. I like the move. The question is, does it keep going? Wouldn't surprise me. But hey, there you have it. The buyout, like I said, the sellouts this morning. I was telling you about the margin call sellouts. If the brokers are finished selling people out at 1503, now we have a buy wave coming in and no one has a margin call anymore. If the margin calls are all out of the way with SoFi, that opens it up to 18, 19 a share. That takes it higher. So 1678, 1680 might be going through here any minute. We're a lot different than 1503. I'll tell you that. Kind of interesting, isn't it? The Dow down 0.68 of a percentage point, S&P down 2.07, and the NASDAQ down 3.52. All three indexes have recovered a bit from their lows about 2 hours ago. They all went through their margin sellouts. Their margin calls went out. They flushed out their losers, and now this market is on a tear the other direction, and we could well come back a long way from these losses. Wouldn't put it past this market. People are greedy. They like to make money. It's nothing personal. They like making money. 1650, 1649, 1641, 1660. You tell me where it's going. Second to second to second. It's the pre-market we're in right now with volatility everywhere. And so you're going to see, like I said, 50-cent swings on SoFi. Don't be surprised. There should be something. SoFi has signed a large U.S.-based financial services provider to its platform, says Lisa. Something may have come out. Well, like I say, I'm expecting other shoes to drop coming forward here. We'll see how this all plays out. I'm also not going to be surprised if a huge capital injection is announced by SoFi in the next week or two. I would not be surprised at all. I think they've been sitting on some serious news for a while, and that there's something coming up. I would love to see a cap call financing deal announced for $5 billion, representing 200 million free trading shares of SoFi. Again, this would be monumental to take the stock to 35, 40 bucks. Just massive. But again, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd love to see one of those. Who knows what they're working on? Lisa, it should be fully transitioned by 2026 to SoFi's platform, says Lisa. Brian, I don't think the stock will stay low enough for us to buy shares or write new cash secured puts. Going right back to 18, please. Thank you. Well, we'll see. 1640, 1645, down $1.50 so far after touching 1503 this morning. Your SoFi, there's some power there. You notice how it's not going to 8? You notice that? Did you see some of those thumbnails on YouTube? Some of these YouTube guys are trying to get you to watch their videos, and they're going, "Oh, could it go back to 8?" You know, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah, there you go. Touch grass, pre-market, cup and handle, laughing out loud. Lisa, this as yet an unnamed U.S. financial service provider will launch a credit card with a leading hotel loyalty brand. I wonder if it's Marriott or Hilton. Maybe they're teaming up with SoFi. Going to be big. Going to be. This company, SoFi, will become a top 10 banker. They're going to become a top 10 banker. So do not be surprised with serious brand names joining up with SoFi going forward. I'm sure. 1614, 1611, 1615 a share. We topped 1680. Now we're back down to the low 16s. Welcome to the volatility party, kids. I don't know what it's going to be at the opening, but we're still 45 minutes away from the opening. 1608 to 1613 right now is what I'm seeing the stock doing here. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I'm 154. That means Bruce is only 46 away from 200 thumbs uppers already. Thank you, everyone. Free Range, I'm here. Where are you reading this? Asks Free Range. Thanks for the info, too. Juan, 1511 was the lowest price for SoFi in Robinhood at 8:15 this morning. Yeah, I saw it at 1503, I thought, on CNBC's pre-market graph. We're guessing. We're just guessing. It was in the low 15s. Right now, 1602, 1608, 1607, you know, here you go. We're in that range. Will we stay here? I don't think so. 1611 again. 16 million traded now, going through here. Volume is good. Volatility is high, and there you go. Giddy up. Lisa is saying, I'm reading this info on IBKR newsfeed for SoFi. That's where she's getting this info from. Pickcomb average volume share over 50 million today. Free Range thumbs. Free Range says, thank you for that info. Lisa, the source is the Dow Jones Global News. Dow Jones Global News on SoFi. Possible merger, or not merger, but a possible credit card relationship deal for Marriott, Hilton, somebody. Something is cooking. Yes, 16, 18, 16, 20 again. We just popped 15 cents on SoFi, going up yet again. 1635 popped again. Here we go. Alex, Free Range, it's the earnings report, page 2. Free Range, thanks, Alex. Charlie C2, if it goes over 18, I'm going to have to roll my Jan 26 17s to 20s and write an extra contract. Either way, account balance is going up. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I love this game. There you go, 1644 on your SoFi as we surge again. Another pop. We just popped like 40 cents in 3 minutes. There's the volatility I'm talking about. Absolutely going to be nuts. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for popping in here. We have 351 answers to my poll question of the day. This is awesome. And we have 167 thumbs ups with 312 of you watching me. 351 on the poll question. Is the bull market over? Yes or no? Simple, direct. What do you think? Yes, 35%. No, 65%. The bull market will continue on. Very interesting. 352 votes with 167 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you all for getting me to 200 thumbs ups. We're only 32 away now. 32 away from 200 thumbs ups. Of course, as always, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here already this morning. We're on early today. We got on very early today to follow this market to see what's going on. Congratulations and thanks again also. First of all, class takers, well done. And those of you joining this channel as members, cannot thank you enough for becoming members of this channel, especially you Gold Bagel members. We're trying to keep you in the loop as quick as we can with as much info as possible as to what's happening out there. Let's take a look at some of our favorite stocks. We've got Rocket Lab improving here. It's only down 81 cents. We've got SoFi definitely improving after hitting a low of the low 15s. We're now at 1640. We got GameStop down only 73 cents. Matterport's down 6, no big deal. Spire still under 18. It's at 1769 at the moment. Now on Apple, we're down just 59 cents on Apple. It is not getting caught up in this selling vortex. They've already dropped 10% on the year so far. Tesla is down 12.99. That's actually improving. Microsoft down 19.99. That's improving. Alphabet, Google down 681, 673, coming back. Amazon down 726, Nvidia down 16.13, Meta down 17. I think Meta was down over $35 a share in the early market session. We're now at 16.30 or 6.30. We're coming back on. Goldman Sachs down 5.83. Cisco is actually negative 75 cents. It was green this morning. Arc Innovations down 2.13, but it's improving. Pfizer's up 8. HBQ down a penny. Unity down 75. AI down $1.86. Adobe down $8. Netflix down 12. That's actually better. IBM down 261. Vanik down 1670. Home Depot up 211. Enphase down 112. Palantir down $4. Uber down 144. MicroStrategy down $12. It was down a lot more than that today. And ASTS is down only 48 cents. It's actually coming back on to 1988. Congratulations, those of you who were writing cash secured puts on ASTS. You're already looking good over there. There's the story. I'm sticking to it. 1636 on your SoFi on 16.5 million, down $1.50 a share at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Great to have you in here. I love it. Bama Babe, whales are taking the market down to cover their shorts on SoFi. Laughing out loud. The Big E doubled my SoFi position. Bagel Babe, 168 on your thumbs up meter. Alex Galileo was selected by the U.S. Department of the Treasury as the processing partner for Direct Express, a prepaid debit card program which provides millions of people access to federal benefits. This is huge. These are the kind of announcements that just show you how powerful these guys are becoming. SoFi getting in through this, getting to new people through this method, a bunch of these folks will become SoFi clients. They'll just completely go over to SoFi as their preferred way to have checking accounts, savings accounts, debit cards, credit cards, line of credits. Absolutely. This is how this works. Alex, also this, well done. A free range. Oh, wow. Pick home. Put a little dip under your pillow for the dip man. Walter Young, happy to be here. Thumbs number 175. Thank you, Walter Young, for hitting that thumbs up button. We're pushing 200 here any moment. Thank you. 1625, 1630. SoFi, will we break through 17 before we get anywhere near the opening? We're 37 minutes away from the opening of the market. We were down to 1503, 1510 on SoFi. We're now 1631, 1636 as we are beginning we see little rallies coming here on SoFi. Do we now rally through 17 and get into the 17.25.50 range. We closed at 17.92 on Friday, and we got down to 15.03. So we were down 285 or something. We're now down $1.50 on SoFi. So yeah, a lot of the losses have been wiped out already. We're already climbing out of there. We're going to see how this plays. Should be fun. Let's see. Andre Delatorre, Bloomberg just informed SoFi falls short of estimates. Laugh out loud. Exactly, Jeff. I wonder if that contract is one of many that will be canceled under the new administration. I doubt it. I think they're a darling of the administration, actually. Andre, right. Andre Delatorre, Jeff, no, it won't be canceled. This is going to stick around. Well, here we are. Are you having fun yet? I'm having a laugh, right? I love this game. You guys are going to make money here. 307 viewers. Thank you. 307 of you who have joined us, who have found us today. Thank you for participating in our poll question of the day and also hitting the thumbs up button. We have 177 thumbs up, so we're only 23 away from 200, which we love to hit every day. 362 people have answered my poll question. The bull market is over, yes or no? That's it, just yes or no. Bull market is over. 65% say no. Bruce, we're going to go higher. 35% say yes at the moment on 362 total votes. Thank you all for being part of the fam. 1628 on 16.6 million volume on SoFi. Let's go. Brian is saying that 2025 guidance, 25 to 27%, 25 to 27 cents net profit per share. Not bad. They are growing literally up and to the right. It is slow, but it is continuous, waiting for the quarters when this will be exponential. There you go. Well, the talk is that they believe they're going to add 2.8 million additional members to their channel. That's like 25% more. These numbers are phenomenal. Now, they used to be 40% growth in members when they had 2 million members. Now they're saying, well, 25% growth in members, 28% growth at 10 million members. I mean, they're quadruple the members, and they're talking 2.8 million in 1 year. They used to only have 2 million members. These guys are really growing. And remember, every member that comes into the company now, into the bank, is an added profit member, because they long ago, a year and a half ago, they passed the line of profitability because of their size. I think when they hit 7 million members, they became profitable. Now going to 12 or 13 million members, every new member this year will add more profit to the company. They've long passed that magic number of profitability. This is humongous. It is tremendously good. The street, you're not hearing anything about it. You're not hearing anything about S&P 500 inclusion. You are hearing very little about the possibility of another major cash injection. We just had one 2 weeks ago. Another 525 million came in. The company in the last year has raised over 3 billion of fresh cash. Over 3 billion. This year, they might add 5 to 8 billion more. And what if 5 billion of that is a capped call deal? A capped call with a $45 to $50 capped call level to make it go through. That the stock is gone, man. It's gone. It'll be so gone from here. Anyway, 1632, 33, 1635. Welcome to the party, pals. You're not going to find analysts talking about this because they're not forward-looking. They're backward-looking and or shills for the shorters in some cases. You're already seeing it now. There are headlines coming out about SoFi where you can read 1 or 2 sentences for free, and then you got to pay for the article to read the rest of it. These guys are trying to scare people into selling the stock and or just buying their memberships to get eyeballs to see all the ads they have waiting for you and all of the sinister links to all kinds of other players out there who are now going to pester you for all kinds of other stuff because you bought a membership in somebody's newsletter or something like that. I don't know. It's pervasive. It's ridiculous. It's insanity. And you got to decide how you want to make money in this market. You want to be a casino? Why don't you be a casino and be an option writer? That's what we're talking about here. Just be an option writer and take money off the table. Credit spreads. Call credit spreads are the secret to your success if you want to make cash flow, quick cash flow every 2 weeks, every week or so, 10 days. Call credit spreads. Pick off all kinds of stocks for that. Take my lessons, learn how options work. Go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, right there, and grab the classes and become a writer. They're handing money over. $5 trillion a week is turning over in the option market. Get some of that. $5 trillion a week in cash turnover. Membership sale for sure. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for being a member of this channel. Love having you here, and thank you again for following us. 16.8 million volume now on the shares of SoFi this morning. The average volume for a typical day is 51 million shares. 16 million in the pre-market. We still have a half an hour to go before we open up for the day. So we are way behind or way ahead, I should say, on trading volume today. We could see a 100 million share day today. We could see that. I just don't think the stock will be down, though. If we get 100 million shares of interest into the stock, I think we could be over 18 today. We could be up on the session. We're at 1640 right now. There's a bargain to be had here. I wouldn't be surprised if we go through 18 today. Higher, just higher, not lower, higher. Yeah. The margin calls have been done. That has happened. That happened on the NASDAQ about 2 hours ago. The NASDAQ was down 5% this morning. It's down 3.5 already, recovered significantly. It could have a surge in the first hour of the trading day today. I don't believe the damage will be all that much on NASDAQ. We may have the NASDAQ and the S&P head towards break even in the first 2 hours of the opening. I'm just saying, I just don't, there's no follow through here. There's no follow through of selling. The Dow's only down 0.74 of a point. It's not serious enough. I think there's been bargain hunters already coming into the big markets. Index players are jumping on the index funds, the SPYs, Qs. I think there are people jumping into those, trying to grab those up. Let's take a look here at watch list. Right now on, let's take a peek at SPY. Oh, don't mind me. I've been up a long time today. Thank you all for being here. So glad you could join us. Spiders. Okay, SPY Spiders. We're at 595 at the moment, and the Spider got down to 591 at one point. 590 even. 590.12. So we've come back $5 on the Spiders. So a third of the losses have been already eviscerated here on the Spiders. We closed at 607.97 and we're at 595.32 right now. So it looks like the Spider is battling its way back on the triple Qs, and that's the NASDAQ 100 right there. We got down here to 502.75, I think. And we're at 511. So we've come up $9 on the triple Qs. We're still down 18.20, but we were down almost $28, and we've come back almost $10 here. Don't be surprised if this recovery keeps coming on the Qs. So that's what I'm seeing there. I'm noticing that on the big indexes. Remember, the Magnificent Seven are responsible for at least 43% of the movement of the S&P and the NASDAQ. And look at Apple. We're green on Apple. We're up 21 cents here. This is a sign that the market is not throwing in the towel at all. This is telling me we could have a surge of buying coming into this market in the next 30, 40 minutes as we come into the opening. We may not be anywhere near the lows come the opening in 26 minutes. Apple is up a quarter. That's a sign. Gone green on Apple. This should be a most interesting open. We're up 30 now on Apple. Tesla down 1288. Microsoft down 1831. Google down 644. Amazon down 842. Nvidia down 1569. Meta, Facebook down 1724. This is interesting. Pfizer is still up 3 cents. HPQ is down 1 penny. There's one going to go green right there. IBM down 211. Home Depot still up $1. Enphase only down 97 cents. We could well have a turnaround on some of these stocks before the opening even kicks in. This should be most entertaining. We're down 97 on your Rocket Lab. That is improving nicely. SoFi 1638, trying to get to 1640. There it is, 1640. Will we bust up through 17 on SoFi in the next 10 minutes? It could happen. We'll see. Like I said, Apple is still ahead now, green at 28 cents, and Tesla only down 13. That was down $30. Microsoft was down 20 something, it's down 18. Google was down more. It's down 669 on Google. The low this morning on Google was 192 range, 192. We're now 195.28. So Google has come back over a third of its loss, still off 1664, but this is not massive. It's a 3% loss. This is not catastrophic. Looking at the percentages here, Tesla's up a quarter. That's a quarter of a point. Tesla's down 3%. Microsoft down 4.4. Alphabet down 3.4. Amazon only down 2.9. Nvidia still down 11%. Meta down only 2.3%. Nvidia got down to as low as 122.90 or so. That was at 5:52 Eastern time. We're now at 9:06 Eastern time. So, we're talking 3 hours ago. Nvidia got down to 122.90. We're now at 126.90. A $4 recovery. Now we're at 127, by the way, on NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is improving bit by bit along with the rest of the market. We're seeing some improvement showing up here. Okay, 750 drop on the NASDAQ, 3.4%. We were down 5% this morning on NASDAQ. That didn't last, and I don't think we're going back there. Not today. I don't think so. Not from where I sit at the moment, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you again for all of you who are hitting the poll question today. 389 results. We're going to hit over 400 participants there. And 185 thumbs ups today. Thank you for that. We're going for 200 every day. We get it. It's happening. Thank you. Let's go for 250, 300. That would be awesome. 66% of you taking my poll question, which is the bull market is over, you're saying no. Only 34% think the bull market is over. And that's what I wanted to get from you. I want to get your reaction to that statement. Do you think the bull market is over? Because when I posted this was 3 hours ago, we were down 5% on the NASDAQ when I posted that. And we weren't 35, 65. We were like 42, 58. But now that the market is improving, you guys are coming in. The bulls are coming in here at the moment. Thank you again for joining me this morning from wherever you are on this planet. Say hi to me if you can. Become a member of this channel to make a comment. We've got member only on the commentary today. And I appreciate if any of you do become members. Gold Bagel members, you guys rule. Would love to have you as Gold Bagel members. Thank you again for joining us. 192 thumbs ups and counting, and 394 poll answerers. Thank you. Giddy up, kids. We got a lot to follow here. Tons of stuff. Thank you all for joining this morning. This YouTuber, as I'm trying to follow the market in plain English for you, let you know what's really going on. We had margin calls go out this morning. 3 hours ago, it was really happening. There were brokerage firms putting out alerts to their clients, telling them that, hey, with the market off 1,100, 1,200 on NASDAQ and with the Dow off 400 plus, we have margin calls. And some folks got sold out. Some folks covered with cash. Some folks sold some stocks or some investments to cover others. We got through that, and now we've had an improvement in the markets. So we've had about anywhere from 20 to 50% improvement in the markets, and some stocks have gone green. So we are through the worst of it this morning, and now we've been watching SoFi coming out with their figures this morning. As expected, they beat the street on the gross revenue. They beat the street on net profit. They announced 2.8 million additional members expected in the next quarter. They upped their guidance for the first quarter, for the year as a whole. And some people are convinced that they disappointed on guidance. And I don't think so. I think there are people out there who will never, ever recommend SoFi to their followers. Never, ever. They are either heavily dominated by short sellers, or they're drinking the Kool-Aid of short sellers. And they were negative when the stock was $6. They were negative when it was $7. They were telling you it was garbage at 8, 9, and 10. And they're telling you now at 16, 18 to 16, 20, oh, this is a sell. They will never, ever recommend the company. They will never admit or cave on the fact that this is going to become an S&P 500 stock this year, in my opinion. They will make much higher profits as the year continues on. They will grow their membership. They will grow their 3 different divisions dramatically. And I think that they are on the cusp of another major announcement. I am convinced there is a massive capital injection coming into SoFi before it's too late. I think that there will be institutions that are probably knocking on the door of Anthony Noto already. They're going to his contacts on Wall Street, and they are proposing all kinds of opportunities to get into this company. And I think Noto is sitting back going, we would love to have more capital come into our company, but we don't want to issue stock for it. We're not going to dilute our investors. We don't want any more stock out there. And I would not be surprised if they were to turn around and just mention that they're going to do a capped call financing, another one, because they did one last year for $850 million. That was supposed to be $650 million. It was $850. I wouldn't be surprised if they do one up to $5 billion. And they cut a deal at $20 a share, $25 a share, conversion into $5 billion, which is 200 million shares of free trading stock. That's what I'm looking for. Perhaps a 20% of the free float will be committed to another capped call financing that will max out at upwards of $50. I wouldn't put it past them. Now, is it 5 billion? Is it 3 billion? Is it 2.5 billion? Is it 4.6 billion? I'm wondering if they might go to $5 billion on a secondary capped call financing offer, convertible into stock that is free trading stock that will run this market to 35, 45 a share in not too long a time frame. That's what I'm thinking. The entire street will be in that deal. That deal will be oversold, overbought. There won't be enough of that deal to go around. That's my personal opinion. Welcome to my channel and what I think. You decide yourself if you think it's real or not. Welcome to the program and to the show. It's nice to have you here. We're 17 minutes away from opening finally. Been on the air now for 2 hours and 13 minutes already as we're getting ready to open for the day. 16:30 on SoFi, 16:25-30 range right now on SoFi. I would not be surprised in the first hour of trading that after we get through the initial surge of volume that we break through 17 and go for 18 today on SoFi. We could have an update today, actually. The hissy fit is over. That happened 3 hours ago, down to 1503. That has come, that has gone. We're now at 16.25, 16.30, and I can see it jumping $1 to $2 from here without any problem whatsoever. Just my opinion. Thank you, everybody, for popping through here. I love it. Corinne, I'm at 107 on your thumbs up meter. Are you sure? Are we at maybe 207 now? What's that number on the thumbs up meter? I'm showing it now at 198. Oh, that is a beautiful thing. Thank you. If you've been hitting that thumbs up button already and you're at 107, I love you. Corinne, thank you. Ray is here. Ray has joined us as a new member. Ray Sherlock has popped in here and has picked up a gold bagel level membership. Welcome to the penthouse, my friend, of this channel. You are in the winning zone without question, in my humble opinion. I think you're where you want to be. Thank you so much. We were on the air this morning at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 a.m. New York time for the Gold Bagel Alert Show to give all Gold Bagel members the earliest possible heads up what was going on here overnight. And we're now running 2 hours plus on this show, coming into the opening in 15 minutes. We've been on the air 2 hours, 14 minutes towards 15 minutes. Ray, thank you. An honor to be a Gold Bagel member. Nice to have you, pal. We want to make you richer. Nothing personal, but I want to make you rich. And everyone else that follows this channel, we're here to make money. And if you're going to make money around here, you're going to do it by way of becoming a option writer. And this market is tailor-made. You've got the right president, you've got the right atmosphere, you've got the right mentality, you've got greed at all level highs. You've got the 1%ers, the 5%ers, the 10%ers, the 25%ers. They're in control of Wall Street. They're in control of Washington. They're in control of economic policy at the Fed. These guys are tailor-making the markets perfectly for themselves, which means you have to join them. You have to do what they do. And what do many of them do for a living? For millions and millions of personal dollars per individual, they write options. They're in hedge funds that write derivatives. You have got to be in the option writing business. You've got to become a casino and join the party. And Ray has decided, I'm in. I want to learn how this game is played. Go to my website, kids, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. There are 18 lessons waiting for you. And they are just sitting there. You can buy one at a time whenever you want and watch them as many times as you wish. I'm telling you, if you watch the first 2 lessons, 1 and 2, you are in a position to already make a move. And that move is a risk-free move. You open a practice account with your online broker. Every one of them offers practice accounts by now. Some of them offer really good live trading practice accounts where you can take your capital and open up a practice account with your capital in it, not $1 million or 250,000. If you've got 40 grand or 30 grand or 70 grand or 180, you open an account with how much you have. And then you start writing options from a cash position like I am telling you to. And you start writing options that you're following over here. These people over here are telling you what they're doing right here on this channel. You start trading what they're trading and find out yourself if they make money or not. You don't have to believe them. You don't have to believe me. You can have a practice account tell you. And why don't you write some cash secured puts on SoFi and do some credit spread trading on NVIDIA and others? Follow my classes and learn how this is done. Get the first 2 under your belt and then start taking number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do a class a week. Do 2 classes a week. Pretend you're going to college. Maybe you're going to a community college twice a week or something like that. You're going to take 2 classes a week of my classes. In 9 weeks, 10 weeks, you've watched them all. You can rewatch them as many times as you like. You will earn while you learn. I will tell you right now, after you take a few of the classes, you're not going to just do pretend writing. You're going to do real writing because you're going to sit there and go, I can't believe I can do this. I can't believe this is legal. I can't believe I'm allowed to do this. I thought only senior Million-dollar investors could do this kind of stuff, and billion-dollar hedge funds were the only ones who were allowed to do this stuff. I can't believe they let me do this, and I don't even need 10 grand to do this. I can do this with $5,000. Unbelievable revelations are coming your way. You're going to see stuff you never thought existed. Welcome to the party, pal. Ray, I got to work during your members' live some days. Are they able to watch once the live ends? You get to watch everything I do as a Gold Bagel member. You can watch all the trade alert shows that I do Wednesday nights live, which you're now going to be able to join. You can watch on the rerun. So I have folks who watch this show as a rerun in the evenings at double the speed, because they'll say, Bruce, you were on 2 hours today. I can watch you in an hour. I'll just watch you at double speed. It's all good. Ray, you've joined the party, pal. Ray, yes, they're available, says Computer Whiz. Oh, absolutely, they're available. As a Gold Bagel member, you have free reign inside the channel. We're going to open in 10 minutes, okay? We're going to find out if the market has a hissy fit to start the day and has a run 15 minutes after the opening or not. What is this market going to do in the first 15 minutes of the session coming up? Are we going to start on a real dip and then surge? When does the selling stop? Is this selling already over? I don't know. Okay, we're 1601 on SoFi. There's a little sell move coming in right now. I don't know if it has any legs or not. The volume on SoFi this morning, 17.5 million, which to me is a little thin. I really thought we'd see 20 or 25 million on the pre-market. We're only doing 17.6 million. We've seen much more volume than this in the pre-market for SoFi. I have seen much more than this. But at $16, this is where we're at. We're at $16 and $15.94. Once the market opens up, some of you out there are ready to pull the trigger on some cash secured puts on SoFi. You might get a 10, 15-minute window. I don't know. The stock is going to stay under 16 for 10, 15 minutes. You might get a really nice price for Jan 2026 expiry $20 cash secured puts, or 22s or 25s. You figure out the one you want to write, put in stink offers, and take the money from the gamblers. I don't know how much you'll get, but you want to get as much as you can. $15.98 right now, $15.94, $16. We're opening in 9 minutes. It's wide open. Your guess is as good as mine, but I have a suspicion we've already seen the selling. I think we've seen the selling for the big market. I think it's over. I think we've gone through the worst of it. And in 15 minutes, we clean out the last of the shrubbery, and we're on fire after that. I think so. But you know, am I going to call it? No, I'm just going to guess. But I think that's what we got. This is fun. Thank you, everybody. Lisa, Anthony Noto normally makes an appearance on CNBC on earnings day. I wonder if he'll be interviewed today. I wouldn't doubt it. Jeff, I'm thinking I might write NVIDIA puts today. Earnings in 1 month, I see no reason why they wouldn't beat expectations again. Jeff, you do what you want to do. I love these credit spreads. Call credit spreads on NVIDIA, 160, 170 range. Oh, I love those. Oh, at the stock down here. Oh, I love them. You guys will figure out what you're going to do. We got a lot to watch here. 8 minutes away from the opening of our session. We've got folks answering the poll question here and hitting the thumbs up button. 211 thumbs ups now. Thank you. 330 people watching. 433 answers to the poll question here. The question is, the bull market is over, yes or no? 33% say yes. 67% say no, it's not over. We're down 784 points on NASDAQ, and 67% are saying the bull market isn't over. I think you're right. I don't think the bull market is over either. I think the bull market could go higher. But there might be corrections along the way, and that's where you want to be in cash and be an option writer from the strength of a cash balance. I think you can generate some unbelievable returns from a cash holding position rather than a stock holding position. This is my opinion. It's the way I think you play it. You take the dough from these gamblers. It's unreal. We're down 192 on SoFi with 6 minutes to go at $16 a share. We're down $1.30 on Rocket Lab. We're down 87 on GameStop. We're down 6 cents on Matterport. We're down 61 on Spire, back to 18.22. We're at a gain of about 9-10 cents on Apple. We've turned the corner, and we may have a bit of a dip at the opening, but I think we go straight to the green on Apple within 15 to 20 minutes of the opening. Tesla down 1470. It was a lot worse than that this morning. Microsoft down 1988. Alphabet down 768. Amazon down 868. NVIDIA down $17.14. We got Meta down 22.59. Goldman down 990. Cisco down 93. Arc Innovations down 250. Pfizer is up 7. HPQ down 3. Unity down 93. AI down 193. We have 5 minutes to go, and then we open. Adobe down 791. We got Netflix down 1084. That was a lot worse earlier today. IBM down 230. Vanik down 1786. Home Depot up 20 cents. Enphase down 72. Palantir down 489. Uber down 116. Not a lot of a drop. MicroStrategy down 1406. It was down 19 on Friday. ASTS down 71 cents. 1964. This is not much of a drop for some of these stocks. Yes, the Magnificent Sevens are the ones dominating the show without a doubt. They are dominating the Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ. But I have a feeling the worst of it is already over. I think we're already through the worst of the sell-off, and I wouldn't be surprised in the first 30 minutes the turnaround will be severely good. Severely good turnaround. We're at 1612 on your SoFi. We're climbing again. 1614 coming into the opening, 4 minutes away. We're going to get a block of stock through SoFi in the first 30 seconds, and then we'll see what's really going on here. What is the stock really going to do? 1619 now on SoFi at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you with me all morning today. It's been a pleasure to join you. We'll keep an eye on it together now for the first hour or so of trading. We'll be here. Let's see what's going to happen, guys. This should be fun stuff. Zeta State 211 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Jeff Glass, I'm not allowed to do credit spreads, unfortunately. Well, you might need to change brokers. Some of you might need to go to Tasty Trade. Some of you might have to just call the 800 number and tell your broker you want to do credit spreads. They don't let you do it, you move your account to somewhere else that allows you to do it. Maybe check out Tasty Trade. Again, I'm hearing good things about them. I can't vouch for them, but I hear good things. The final count on the pre-market trading on SoFi looks like we're approaching 18 million volume on SoFi into the pre-market. We have about 2 minutes to go. 1612 last trade. I see it also on another quote, 1615 to 1620. So we seem to be jumping around a bit as we've done all morning with the low around 1503, 1510. I see now a 1618 price as we get ready to open the stock for the day, and we'll begin to trade on the actual market. Brian, I sold SoFi cover calls last week. I sold Feb 2120s for 85 cents. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to open up at this morning. Zeta State call credit spreads. I'm just joining that party, pal. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. We have 2 minutes. Larry's going to hit the bells here just in a moment. This should be fun. Can't wait. Oh my, I don't know why people are selling SoFi at $15.95 or $16. Having the earnings come out this morning as strong as they are, I'm not concerned about this market sell-off that happened this morning. Not at all concerned. I think we're going the other direction and pretty quickly. But hey, it's my opinion. It doesn't matter to the market. The market has margin calls to deal with out there. They got to figure out what they're doing. Thank you all for joining me. Larry is going to hit the bells in 1 minute. This coffee is almost done. Lovely, lovely, lovely caffeine-free Diet Coke awaits. And we'll get going. 1590 right now, 1583, 1595. I don't know what the price of SoFi is. $15.80 to $16, somewhere in there. We're getting ready to open this puppy up. Let's get started. Brian, how was your visit with Jen Jr. this weekend? Did you go shopping? We had a wonderful time. We went out with her and ate, hung by the pool. It was great. It was a wonderful visit. They went home on Saturday afternoon. They got back home in Calgary. All is well. It was a wonderful time. So great to have her down for a few days. So handy. It's handy when your boyfriend works for WestJet Airlines and you can come down here for pennies on the dollar. Kind of like an Uber ride. You can pay what an Uber ride costs to get down here. I wish I had that privilege. That's pretty awesome stuff. Thank you, everybody. 8 degrees Celsius in Calgary today. Nice. Very nice. Larry, thank you. Larry Titus, thank you, my friend. He has done what he does so well. He has rung the bell for the opening of this market. And so we are up and running. We're going to get this party started. And let's just see what this market wants to really do. Are we really going to have much of a down day on this day? Or is this just a knee-jerk reaction to some Chinese crap that just won't have any legs? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm here to watch. I'm here to learn, here to follow it. And SoFi earnings are out, and they were fantastic. And the numbers have been raised. Fabulous. This company is going to be an S&P 500 company. It's going to be an S&P 500. I'm excited about that. It's going to happen. No announcements yet, but it's going to happen, in my opinion. Now we'll see how the stock wants to react. Let's see what gives. We're up and running. We're opening. Get these first few trades in. Let this market figure itself out. And let's see what's going on. DH, neat. Don't forget to announce and honor the Knights of Neat out there. Charlie knows what's going on. Luke up 218 on the thumbs up meter. Ciao to everybody. What a load of crap. This sell-off, says Luca. There you go, buddy. Richard Carlin, neat. There you go. This sell-off might be short-lived. We'll follow here. We're down 286 on the Dow. Apparently, we're down 15. We're at 1631 on SoFi. As we jump around like crazy, we're down to 1575. We're at 1631. You tell me what the opening is on SoFi. It is volatile, but I have a feeling the worst happened back 3 hours ago in the pre-market, 3.5 hours ago. 1503 was the low in the pre-market. We're 1631 right now on SoFi, down $1.60 on the session. And I don't know if we're going to stay down here very long. Let's see what gives. The big E, neat, with a zit at the end. David is here. SoFi is climbing already, Uncle Bruce. Luca, neat. There you go. ASTS 1942 down 93. Rocket Lab down 119. GameStop down 55. AI down 165. This is a normal day. For us, this is a nothing burger. The Dow's down 178. It was down 350. This is a nothing burger so far. But let's give it 15 minutes, 30 minutes. The S&P is down 109 and NASDAQ is down 600. This is much higher than where we were in the pre-market. We are not joining the ridiculous trades of the pre-market. That's not happening here. Let's see what's going on. Oil down 40 cents. We're at 615 on SoFi here. ASTS down 90. Rocket Lab down 156. GameStop down 56. AI down 171. NVIDIA down 15. How long is that going to last? We're down 9 on SoFi. We were down 25 on SoFi. I think we were down 35 on SoFi. We're down 9 on SoFi, on Tesla. I mean, Tesla? 9 on Tesla? We were down 40 on Tesla this morning. Palantir down $4. MSTR down 11. That was down 30. Costco is down 5.20. Coinbase down 12. Matterport is down 8 cents at 5.13. We got SmartRent up 3.5. We've got a gain on Apple, $4. A $4 pop on your Apple shares. They were up 20, 30 cents in the pre-market right at the end. Then they kind of hovered around break even, and now we have this surge coming into Apple. This market is not going to go upside down very much. Dow's down 154. That's a lot better. It's a 1/3 drop, 1/3%. It's a nothing burger here, folks. S&P down 1.75. NASDAQ down 3%. It was down 5% in the pre-market 3.5 hours ago. That ended awful quickly. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining us. Nice to have you here. Appreciate you coming through today. 1583 on SoFi as we're going to jump around like crazy right now. Get ready for some volatility here. This is to be expected. We have to have it. We got to get a flush out. And once the flush out is done, then it's just higher prices to in my opinion. 1576 down 216 on SoFi with a volume of 25 million. And we did the pre-market 18 million or so. So far, 25 million. I think the selling plug is come and gone. I think that we're done. And we could easily rebound here quite sharply. But hey, got to give the market some time to catch its breath. It's only been open 4 minutes. Give this market a chance. Anyway, 1572 right now. If you're writing cash secured puts on your SoFi, this is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Get your offers out there. 20s for Jan 26, 2022s or 25s. Grab some cash and thank you. Brian, Uncle Bruce, those SoFi $20 cover calls I sold last week for 85. I just bought them back for 25 cents. I made $600 in 1 week. Thank you very much, gamblers. Brian, why are you working? Why do you work for anybody else? You make so much money on options. You're going to make this kind of money all the time. I don't know why you work for anybody. I love it. I love it, man. $25 cash secured puts for 1-26 are giving away 10.05. You can't beat that deal. That's awesome. Are those the 25s? 10.05. Nice. And maybe you'll get more. Maybe you can get 11 or 11 and a half because the market at 1575, those are worth 9.25. Maybe you can get 11 for them. Keep an eye on the bid ask. Don't be offering them for too low a price. Giddy up, kids. I want you to get richer. Nothing personal. I want you to get rich. That's all I'm after. Just make money. Those of you buying back your calls, how many of you are buying back calls today? Are you finding that your GameStop calls have come in? Have you found that other calls have really dropped for you? There might be some really nice profits being made here. Brian says, I have a 30-month goal. I'm going to retire when I turn 40. The goal is $500,000 US. I am compounding my gains 100%. I don't take money out of my broker yet. Soon, Uncle Bruce, soon. Well done, sir. Compound and grow it. Compound and grow it. I love it. This is good stuff. We're down 114 on the Dow. At one point, now we're down 170. I don't know. We're jumping around is what I expect. It's exactly what I expected. We're down 116 on the Dow, actually. We're only down 116. This market is not hemorrhaging like it was in the pre-market at all. It's actually coming on. We're down 1/4 point on the Dow. S&P is down 106, which is 1.74%. NASDAQ down 613, which is 3%, not 5%. Oil down 43 cents. 1582 on SoFi right now. Down 211. We're down 83 cents on ASTS to 1952. Rocket Lab down 163. GameStop was only down 37 cents. It could go green in a moment. AI down 215. NVIDIA down $16. We'll see if these markets turn green. Who is green right now? Smart Rent is up. Apple's up 390. EI Lilly up 537. Adobe is up 94. Enphase is up 29. Pfizer's up 57. Home Depot's up 230. Boeing is up 68. Target up 44. Walmart up 88. Disney up 45. American Airlines up 3 cents. AMC is up a penny and a half. You can just see all kinds of green shoots starting to pop up here with this market not backing off like it was in the pre-market. There you go. SoFi 1556. You want to write some cash secured puts on SoFi? Now's the time to take advantage of this market. Absolutely is the time to score some serious cash. Absolutely. Juan knows what's going on. Neat. There you go. Christina, I just sold a cash secured put, $20 SoFi for Jan 26 for $630. I put it in an order for $640. I am getting greedy here. I love this. Taking the money. Willing to buy the stock back for $13.70 and it's trading at $15.70. Christina is a charitable person. She allows her gamblers to lose $2 a share anytime they want. She is that nice. You gotta respect someone that with that kind of compassion, that type of that type of caring for your fellow human being. This is really, this channel has some of the sweetest people out there who just make a fortune. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. Take the dough. Look at the Dow. We're down 70 points. The Dow was down 500 in the pre-market. It was down 450 for the longest time. We're down 72 on the Dow. Is this a sell-off? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're down only 100 on the S&P. We're down 587 on NASDAQ. It's the laggard. I know, the Magnificent Seven. Doesn't look like a serious sell-off here. Christine, I got two more sold off for 633. Giddy up. Hauling in 633 contract. Taking the money. Thank you very much. Give it to me. Give me the money, people. Just give me the money. Well done, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. We're up 320 on Apple right now. We're up 740 on EI Lilly. We're up 260 on Adobe. We're up 54 on Enphase. We're up 61 on Pfizer now. Home Depot up 246, Boeing up 93, Target up about 70 cents, Walmart up 66, Disney up 82, American Airlines up 9. We got gains here. There's more gains showing up here. Workday, Snowflake, they're up. We've got eBay higher. Nike is up a little bit. We got some green showing up. The Dow is down 70 points. That's all 0.19 of a percentage point. There you go. JJ, CP is up, Uncle Bruce. Christina, whoop, the 640 hit. I'm getting 640 for those covered cash secured puts. Bobby, ASTS $20 cash secured puts are 7+. Unless SoFi increases its premiums, my cash will be sitting over there. There you go. Nice going, Bobby. Well done, everybody. ASTS at 1980, only down 55 cents. There is not a serious drop here. We're at 1585 on your SoFi, it looks like. A little better there. Rocket Lab down 174. GameStop down 44. AI down 218. NVIDIA down 1680. We're keeping an eye on the big picture, all the markets. We're noticing the swings of the markets. Obviously, the Dow down 120 now, was down 70, now 120. Completely normal activity here. Down 103 on S&P, down 592 on NASDAQ. Oil down 27 cents. Giddy up. They're talking about the DeepSeek chip sell-off could be overblown. The market was looking for an excuse to go down. The market needed an excuse. PE multiples are ridiculous. Earnings expectations aren't good enough to support these stock prices, so they needed an excuse. And those excuses weren't good enough, so they used a Chinese AI stock as the linchpin for a sell-off. Really? Really? You believe that? Oh, okay. ASTS is back to 20, by the way. We're only down 35 cents on your ASTS. Look at your SoFi. We're going to $16 here, $15.97. SoFi wants to go through 16. Watch out. Rocket Lab only down 156. GameStop is only off 52 cents. Where's the sell-off? Where's the panic? I don't see it. It's not happening. No, I think we're coming the other way. We're only down 107 on the Dow. The Dow is coming on. Quarter of a point drop. This is a nothing burger. This is a nothing burger. The NASDAQ is only down 2.9 percentage points at the moment. Giddy up, folks. 16.12 on your SoFi. We just jumped 15 cents on SoFi in a minute. We're down 180 on SoFi. We're coming on. Volume now on SoFi. Let's double check that. 30.5 million on SoFi volume, and we're running at the high of the day right now. We're trying to push towards the high of the day. 16, 17, 16, 18 now on SoFi, down 175 as it is gaining momentum. As you can see, the daily chart starting to break into a higher level. 1622 now on your SoFi. ASTS trying to hold that 20 level, 1993, $20, down just about 40 cents. Rocket Lab 28.77. When does it do the turnaround? Right now, Rocket Lab got down to 28.48. It's now 28.64. A little better, 3.7 million, though kind of quiet on the volume. GameStop 27.37. The low was 26.80. So we've come up from that level by almost 50 cents to be down only 48. So GameStop's looking good. Oh, 1.1 million. There's no volume on GameStop. There's no selling. There's no panic selling going on. This market's going to go higher. I think so. Brian is saying it. Bruce, we're back to 16 on that SoFi. Yes, sir. 1603, 1607 right now on your SoFi. We're going higher. Giddy up, everybody. AI at 31.14. The low of the day was 30.52. We're 31.14 here. This is 65 cents higher than the low. This thing is coming on nicely, too. AI is approaching the high of the day right now on 1.2 million. Absolutely no volume. There is no heavy volume going through a majority of these stocks. Only the Magnificent Sevens are trading in any volume, and they're not all giving it up. They don't seem to all be giving up ground here. This is a most interesting market opening. The Dow down 146, S&P down 103, NASDAQ down 573. They're actually getting better. Down 140 on Rocket Lab, improving back to 29. SoFi 1611 right now. GameStop 27.39 down 29 cents. Your GameStop is going to go green in a few minutes the way this is going. We could be green on GameStop at any time. Matterport down a nickel. 23andMe is up 4 cents. Spire is only down 85. SmartRent is up 2.5 cents. Apple up $4. Holding. Tesla down 6.40, down 15 earlier. Microsoft down $16, was down 25 this morning. Google down 6.90. Amazon down 6.55. These are improvements. These are improving stocks. Nvidia down 15.74. Meta down 15.49. Goldman down 10.66. Cisco down 1.95. Arc Innovations down 1.58, back to 60.75. That was a $58, $59 stock earlier this morning. Pfizer's up 78, up 3%. HBQ down 29 cents. Unity down 64. AI down 168, 31.13. Adobe up $4. Netflix down 9.75. We were down $20 this morning. IBM down 212, Vanik down 18.20, Home Depot up 250, Enphase up 168, Palantir holding this $4 loss for 74.81 right now. Uber down 83 cents, MicroStrategy down 10.81, and AST Mobile down a penny, about to go green on ASTS. It's about to turn the corner. This is one of those stocks talking about that Seagate thing, and it's going green. 1606 on the SoFi shares right now. 31 million shares traded on SoFi. We got volume. Yeah, pick home. People don't know what AI means. Brian, ASTS just popped. Brian, it hit 2040. Lisa, AT&T, new 52-week high, $24. Nice earnings today. Real, I wrote $22 cash security puts for Jan 26 for $7.65. Thank you very much. May I have another? Nice job. $15.89 to $16 on your SoFi range here, as we are running back and forth on your SoFi. The volume right now on SoFi, 33.1 million at the moment, $15.95 to $16 at the moment. I'm waiting for the breakout. I think the selling is over. The Dow is down 140. We're not down 500. We're down 0.32 of a percentage point. Where's the bloodbath? I don't see it. S&P down 1.65 and the NASDAQ down 2.76. It's improving even more. The NASDAQ is actually coming on. If this continues, we'll see a green wave come in here very quickly. We're up 17 on ASTS now, 2052. Those of you who wrote cash secured puts on ASTS last week, you're happy campers. It's going higher. Bagel Babe, woohoo, 225 thumbs ups today. JJ snarfed some CSPS shares at $19.99. I got them at $19.99. Way to go, buddy. 2053 up 18 now on ASTS. Rocket Lab is over 29.01, down only 130 something. GameStop is down 16 cents. I think GameStop's about to go green. I think it's on its way to go green here at the moment. That's two of them on my list here, ASTS and GameStop, that are about to go green. interesting. One's going giddy up 1583, 1585 on SoFi, jumping through volatility bands here. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm sure it will turn the other direction. I think it's going higher. 34 million on SoFi. Thank you very much. Let's flush them out. Anybody want out, get out now and move on. And the rest of us will be investors. And we're going to love this game. We like this game. We make money here. You casino operators, there are 362 of you who are or would like to be a casino operator. Congratulations. You're making money in this market. You're buying back call credit spreads for cheap. You're putting out new call credit spread positions. You're buying back covered calls for cheap, and you're getting ready to write new ones of those. And you're writing cash secured puts on some of your favorites here. Well done there as well. This is what it's all about, kids. Making money in the market. We're open now 19 minutes on the session. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. I love that you're all here with us today. 1590 on SoFi. 1590 a share. Not make it 1593. All right, there you have it. Dude is saying, thank you, Uncle Bruce. Well done, kids. Take your pound of flesh and grab it. They're going to hand it to you. $5 trillion a week is turning over in the option market, and a lot of those dollars are from losers, and you're taking them, and that's your job, and that's what you've got to do. We're up 29 on ASTS to 2064, 1590 on SoFi, 2917 on Rocket Lab. GameStop down just 12 cents. It's all it's down right now. Jeff got $375 for $110 NVIDIA, 228 cash secured puts, ready for the green bounce to unload this thing. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, watching that one. Cool bean stuff, guys. Cool bean stuff. NVIDIA sitting right now at 126.56. The low of the day on NVIDIA was 123.60. That's $3 lower than where it is now. 1606 dip at the moment. 164 million traded at these levels. That is serious money changing hands over there. SoFi 1578 down 214. The Dow down 131. ASTS up 3. GameStop down 13 cents right now. 31.32 on AI down 149. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going to stockmarketswithbruce.ca, picking up your lessons today, learning how to write 18 lessons on learning how to write options, become a casino, change your life completely, change your entire mentality about the market. Don't be a buyer and a holder, be a writer and a winner. Absolutely be a writer and a winner. Giddy up, kids. Thank you for joining us. Man, what a session. We've got quite a bit of activity here. Appreciate you all being with us today. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Love that you're here. On the poll question, look at the number. 474 people have answered my poll question. That's more people than watching the show. Absolutely wonderful. The bear market is over. Is the bull market over? That's the question. The bull market is over. 34% say yes. 66 of the 474, 66% say no. 67% say no. 477 responses to this question. 66% say no, it is not over. 34% say yes, it is. 230 thumbs up so far on this show have come together. Thank you all for bringing in the bacon there. That is a beautiful thing. I love the fact that you've been able to join us today and help me out with the thumbs up button and with the poll question of the session. Your SoFi, $16. We're back up to 16 again. The question is now, do we bust through this with some real momentum and go higher? We're going to find out. Jen is in the room. Oh, my God. She's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a morning we have had, Auntie Jen. What a morning we have had. She's heard it. She says, can't miss but hearing Bruce yell down the hall here. Can't miss the excitement in his voice. Oh my God. The excitement in the viewers' voices as well, I think, as I pass on my viewers' thoughts on all of this. Giddy up, everybody. What do we got here? Computer Whiz, my 10 January 16, 2026, $37 GameStop cash secured puts that I wrote in June for $18.95 are starting to lose a notable amount of time value. Isn't that fascinating how that works? That's good stuff. Yes, time is your friend. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Richard Carlin. Richie says, hi, the Dow is only down 75 points. We've got a buy surge coming in here. Look at your SoFi, 1606. Popping up again. We're only down 96 on the S&P. We just added 10 points on the S&P 500. It's coming up. The NASDAQ is only down 524, slowly improving. Interesting stuff. We're down 0.19 of a percentage point on the Dow. Not even a fifth of a percentage point. This is great stuff. SoFi, 1606, 1608. And Jen says hello to Richie. We got ASTS down 12, Rocket Lab down 148, GameStop only down 15 cents. GameStop was down up a buck something a while ago. It's improving nicely. AI down 144 coming on. NVIDIA still down 15.69, but off its lows by about $4. Improvement, that's what I'm seeing here. It did. It was raining here this morning heavily when I woke up. It was pouring outside this morning. We're getting rain in the desert. Yes, the grass is going, yes. The trees are going, yay. The flowers are going, yay. Indeed. Mandu number 5, good morning, Auntie Jen. There you are. There you go. There you go. Thank you all for being here. Down 100 points on the Dow, nothing burger, 1606 on your SoFi. And the volume so far on your SoFi this morning is 37 million shares. The earnings have come out. They came out with their numbers, beat on the top line, beat on the bottom line, added a ton of new members, up their guidance for the first quarter, up their guidance for the year. And there are doubters that it's not good enough. Welcome to the party, pal. This is what happens with everybody's earnings, and always SoFi. There are shorters getting their butt handed to them, and they're trying every trick in the book to scare people into selling. It's not working very well. Yeah, we're down $1.84 at 1608. We're not going back to $8. We're not going back to 10. I don't think so. No, we're going higher. This thing's going a lot higher. Your opportunity knocks to write cash secured puts this morning. Absolutely, it's available. Walter Young, good morning. Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Walter.
Welcome all to the program. Great to have you all here. Okay, we're down 115 on the Dow. SoFi down 180 at 1612 now. ASTS down 15 cents. Rocket Lab down 122. GameStop down 31 cents. AI down 144. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us from wherever you are on the planet. We've been on the air now 2 hours, 56 minutes. We went live at 3 o'clock Pacific time this morning for my Gold Bagel members. We went live here at about 3:30 or something like that. I can't remember anymore. I can't remember. 4 o'clock. When did I go live? It's been a while. We're approaching 7 o'clock in the morning, and we've been on the air 3 hours. So 4 in the morning we went live here from the West Coast. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Great to have you here. We're watching this market not fall off the end of the cliff at all. We were down 5% on the NASDAQ market this morning. At one moment, we were down 5%, but it hasn't lasted. And now we're down only 2.6%. And we're actually still improving on NASDAQ right now. It is the laggard, no question about it. It is the index that's holding back the most. The Dow's down 0.25 point, S&P down 1.6%, and NASDAQ down 2.65, but nowhere near down 5%. We've almost got half the losses taken care of. It's only been about an hour? It's 6:58. No, it's been 28 minutes. 28 minutes, we've eliminated half the original losses on NASDAQ. There's snow on our mountains, says Auntie Jen. We got rain on the ground here. That means there's snow at the top. You bet. At 10,000 feet, there's snow. No question about it. There's rain in LA. We know that. Hopefully the fires are being whacked out and that they have nowhere to go because it's wet everywhere. I hope that's the case. And the temperature is cooling off in LA and humidity is rising in LA. Perfect to put out the rest of those fires. Got to keep people safe out there. Hopefully that's all working out. Thank you for being here, Brian. SoFi, buy shares or sell cash secured puts or both. What do I do? Ricardo, good morning, Auntie Jen. Brian, Uncle Bruce, you still seem wide awake. It must be a fun morning for you. SoFi, 1618, says Brian. It's going up again. Yes, it is. MSTR is really recovering, says Dude. This stock is really recovering. MSTR. We're down only $3 on MSTR at $3.50 a share. The low today, $3.37. Yes, it's $13 better and definitely climbing on 4.5 million volume. The selling is running out. I think the selling wave is over and we're out of, we've run out of margin calls and now it's a recovery wave coming in. That's my guess on this market. David, supposedly SoFi had carryover tax losses from when they were unprofitable, which they used up. So now they have to start paying taxes, which is why the guidance was lower than expected. Paying taxes on earnings, that's not a reason to sell stock. That's a reason to buy stock. If you're an investor, you're a 5-year planner, and I don't think you're going to be under 100 a share in 5 years from now. I don't think anywhere near 100 a share. It's going to be well beyond that. Beach Boy, NVIDIA, January 27, 80 cash secured puts at 887. Jen, lemon pie rules the casino. That's what Beach Boy is saying to you.
Lemon pie rules.
Lemon pie rules. We saw some photos this weekend of a certain Beach Boy at a certain establishment that is noted for a certain kind of pie. And he made a very good point of sending me a couple of photos about it. Thank you very much. Jukely, I became a YouTube member. Jukely has joined this channel as a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you, Jukely, and welcome to the program. It's great to have you here. Have you looked at TSSI? I have not. I have not looked at TSSI. What on earth is TSSI? Anybody have any guesses on what it's all about? TSSI. What's it all about? It's a 1465 stock down $1.89. They're called TSS Incorporated. The high for the year, 1826. The low, 24 cents. What a run this thing's been on. 371 market cap, $371 million market cap. There's only 11.6 million public floating. This is a very tightly held stock. 337,000 shorted. Nothing to worry about there. It's a small cap stock. They engage in the provision of comprehensive services for the planning, design, and development, maintenance of mission-critical facilities and information infrastructure, as well as integration services. It operates through the facilities and systems integration services business segments. The facilities segment consists of the design, project management, and maintenance of data center and mission-critical business operations. The systems integration segment integrates information technology equipment for original equipment manufacturer, vendors, and customers to be used inside data center environments, including modular data centers. The company was founded in 2004 and is headquartered in Round Rock, Texas. That's where it's located. I don't know anything about them. They're talking about, they filed a $150 million securities shelf. They closed a $20 million credit facility. So this is ultimately and obviously a new up and coming, new company trying to make a go of it. I don't know anything about them. I can't give you any opinion on it. I had nothing. And that's the story. We always look for hopefully winners, but for the viewers here of this channel, this is the kind of stock that I try to keep people away from because the floats are so tiny that there could be volatility like crazy here. This is not a serious large entity. It's not even worth $1 billion. So as option writers, you can't be here. You really should not be here. The option writing that I try to convince my viewers to get into is so conservative with heavy liquidity, very good liquidity, tight spreads, and predictable ability to write out of the money contracts and with liquidity to get in and out easily. These others, you got to be careful about these. Just saying, but hey, if you're making a killing on this, I love it. I'm thrilled for you. If you could make a serious bunch of dough on this, that would be super. The SoFi shares that we do follow very closely has an approximate $19 billion market cap value, $16.25 right now on SoFi. That's an improvement from its low of the day of $15.03 in the pre-market about 4 hours ago. There was a sell-off. There were probably margin calls that came through, and we're now back to 1624, 1625 on SoFi at the moment. The volume on SoFi today has been 40.6 million shares. A typical day, 51 million. So we've got a very good, strong turnover of SoFi. I think the sellers have been wiped out. They walked. And now nibblers, bargain hunters have been coming in and buying it up, but they're running out of stock to buy because it seems to be waving up 2 steps, down 1, up 2, down 1, as it's getting stronger here now, 1625.
The cha-cha-cha.
The cha-cha-cha. There, see, listen to Jen here. Talk about the cha-cha-cha bagel. Grape jelly with roasted sesame seeds on top of this bagel. Oh my God, the Monday special. Auntie Jen, thank you so very much. I love the Monday special. The Dow is only down 102. We were down 500 4 hours ago in the pre-market. S&P down 103. We were down almost 200 points 4 or 5 hours ago. NASDAQ was down like 1,200 points. We're down 560. We are coming on. These markets are improving step by step by step with a few waves in the middle. But that's what's going on right now. Splair, I like the long show on earnings day, but I have to admit there was a 30-minute nap before the bell. Mandu, welcome, Jukli. And Jukli says, Mandu, thank you for welcoming in. Brian, AST has just lost all of its gains at the moment. It's down 49 cents. Jukli, I think this TSSI could be interesting due to their involvement with Dell and Microsoft. Also, they invest heavily in AI. Mandu number 5, bagel time for Uncle Bruce. Bagel. Thank you all very much. Thank you for joining me this morning. Welcome to the party, pal. We've been on the air 3 hours, 6 minutes. I hope you're having fun out there. Hope you're watching and enjoying the action. Some of you were able to write new cash secured puts on SoFi today. We're at 1611 right now. Oh, yeah. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. We have got a nice response today for the poll question and thumbs ups.
Excellent.
240 thumbs ups are in the house.
Everybody's interested in SoFi.
That's right. And 505 people have voted today on the question of the day. The question, the bull market is over, yes or no? 66% say no, it's not. 505 people, 2/3 are saying only 34% think the bull market is over. So it's still positive on the bull market. Very interesting.
More importantly, what about those games yesterday? What about those games?
Those poor old Buffalo Bills.
I know.
Buffalo, one little catch away on the fourth down
Oh, 3 interceptions.
to get a first down and to be within field goal range to tie that game.
You can't be throwing interceptions.
No,
Can't be fumbling.
that's true.
Ball security.
Turnovers,
Turnovers.
it'll do you.
21
Washington
points.
knows all about turnovers in Philly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, 21 points. In turnovers.
Yep, there you go. Thank you all for being part of this show today. Nice to have you here. Giddy up, everybody. We want you to get richer. Nothing personal. We just want you to get richer and richer and richer. Thank you all for joining us from wherever you are. We appreciate you. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. And congratulations, all of you who have taken the classes and are taking more of them, getting smarter and smarter on how options work. Absolutely. 244 thumbs ups. Thank you for these, you guys. We're going to hit 250 today for sure. This is beautiful. We got rerunners coming in here. Hopefully we'll run even higher on the thumbs up meter. And 507 people answering the poll question. That is a beautiful response. I love that. Thank you all for letting me know your thoughts, whether this bull market has more legs or not. I do appreciate it. The Rocket Lab, they're sitting at 29 a share, down 136 at the moment. That is the story on Rocket Lab. The low today was 28.48. We got up to 29.53. Will we rebound higher? That could well happen. GameStop down 36. Giddy up. Let's see how this market wants to play. 1609 on your SoFi at the moment. JJ says, go Birds. Go Eagles.
Yeah, except they don't have a center that's healthy.
Yeah, they don't have a healthy center. They're in trouble. Jeff Glass, ribbing up over 4% this morning for some reason, going against the broader market. Susan Shops, congrats, Bruce. 245 thumbs up. Yes, we are pounding the thumbs up meter today. Been on the air 3 hours, 11 minutes. Thank you all.
World record.
Go SoFi, go. 1615. Let's go SoFi. Let's take a run to 1750. Catch the short sellers with their pants down again. Gotta love that. That could be kind of fun. Oh my. So good. The Dow only down 103. I wonder if the Dow might have a rally and we go green. I really wonder if that might happen in the next hour. That first hour sell-off and pre-market sell-off is over. Could we actually get a buy wave? A couple of those come through and the Dow, only goes down 50, then it goes down to 100, goes down 25 now, down 75, down 10 points, down 45 points, up 30 points. Could that happen back and forth and back and forth? It wouldn't surprise me if the Dow went into the green with a Y wave. The S&P is still down 102, NASDAQ down 543, oil down 23 cents a barrel. We'll see. 1614 on SoFi. Seems to be holding the 16 level again at the moment. Very nice. Dudasing. Let's just keep it here, Uncle Bruce. A little red to keep everybody nervous. Let's do that. These bagels are the best. Speaking of $16 on SoFi, we're at $16 on SoFi. There you go. $15.98.99. Down 138 in the Dow, now down 114. So we're getting buy and sell waves coming in. These are program trades, software trades, automated trades. They're just going through, and you're going to see waves of speculation now in this market as we are wavering, I think, to a higher market. I think we're going to break out. I think we're going to run out of paper for sale, and I just don't think we're going to stay down here. That's my take on it.
You must have been hungry. You must have been hungry. You've been on for so long.
I'm starving. I'm just starving. Mad necessary to grab this bagel, boy. I need it. 15.95 on your SoFi. Okay, let's go SoFi. I seem to recall that a week ago, SoFi was 1360, wasn't it? Remember that? We had gone to 1719 or something, and then we backed off for about 2 weeks. Got down to 1360, something like that. And then we started to come up as the earnings was coming. You know, we were getting within a week of earnings. And the stock was chunking higher and higher and higher and higher. We got to the 1842 level, of course, the all-time high. Right now, we're $16. Is this so bad? I don't think so. This isn't bad at all. There's a whole bunch of you out there sitting with your arms folded, saying, you know, Uncle Bruce, I'm ready to buy back this stock. I'm ready for my cash secured puts to be exercised. Anytime you want to play this game, make me buy this stuff. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I dare you. I don't think you're being exercised. I doubt you are. But if you did, you wouldn't mind. It's all good. Oh, my. I think your SoFi is over 16 again. Here we go. Susan Shops is saying that on January the 13th, 2 weeks ago today, 1359. That's where SoFi was. Brian, okay. I have some fear of missing out. I sold my first SoFi Jan 2026, $20 cash secured put, and I took in $625. Brian is the kind of person that is sitting there going, look, I'll pay $13.75 to buy SoFi back if you want to give it to me. Now, I know it's trading at 16, but at least you know I'm good for $13.75. The charity that is being shown here by some of my viewers to the world is just overpowering. I'm amazed that that medals aren't handed out to my viewers. It really.
Very squeaky today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Glass, I was wondering if I had it in me to sell my $10 SoFi calls, if it went to 20 today. I hadn't really considered it going down to 16. Is it bad? Probably not. Is it fun? Absolutely not. Jeff, you can just sit around and watch the recovery of the stock here. 1603 or so. Wouldn't take much for it to go to 1750 again. Absolutely nothing. That already adds value back to that call. But hey, you want to be a gambler on options. you got to pay the price. You've got to pay the price of volatility. You want to be a writer, fold your arms and enjoy the show. Enjoy the shrinkage. Charlie, hey, welcome to the party, Brian. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. That's it, buddy. 1602 on your SoFi, everybody. 1602. The volume right now, 44.4 million on the day. 7 million more, and we equal the whole day average. That's the average volume, 7 million more. So we certainly will break that average volume today. 60-cent dip on ASTS. We'll see if there's another rally coming. Rocket Lab is only down 97 cents, less than $1 now. A Rocket Lab's low was 28.48. We're now 29.28. Definitely improving. GameStop down 48 cents. AI down 144. NVIDIA down 19.53, near the low of the day at the moment as a targeted single stock. We'll see if that holds much longer. Dude says, Bruce, thank you. Here's a $10 donation to you. Thank you, pal.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Jen is saying thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I'm liking that. I'm going to give that a thumbs up there. Those of you who agree that that this is a wonderful gesture, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button inside that yellow bar right there, and let dude know that you appreciate it. I thank you. There we go. Oh, thank you, dude. 4 thumbs up so far have come in for dude making that $10 donation. Thank you, man. That is awesome. Thank you so very much. 11 thumbs ups. Here they come. Thanks, kids. And appreciate these whenever they come through. I got a comment here. Brian, I sold GameStop $30 cash secured put for February the 14th last week for $175. They are trading at 85 cents. This market is so nice to me. It's just so nice to me.
It's nice to be nice to the nice.
It is nice to be nice to the nice. Susan Shops, folks don't realize this is just a very, very big deal for Brian to go out to Jan 2026. Brian, laughing out loud, Susan, yes, this is a huge deal. It's life-changing. I never thought I'd go out a year. I'm saying I think I'm going to be alive a year from now. Can you believe it? The balls. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, dude. Brian, oh, cool. You can comment and thumbs up stickers. Yes, you can, folks. You can thumbs up stickers. And I appreciate any of you who do the sticker thing. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Brian, sorry, Uncle Bruce. $30 covered calls. I wrote $30 covered calls and bought them back for 85 cents. Or they're trading at 85 cents. Nice going. Jeff Glass, it's okay. I have a 535 average on these calls, and they're still at 750 currently. It's all good. Interesting stuff. 15 thumbs ups for dude's donation of $10 today. And the one comment is mine. Thank you, Dude Face, for this super chat. And every time you do super chats, I love these. Any and all of you who are doing super chats and or PayPal donations, I cannot thank you enough. I go for 1 hour long walks here in the complex on the weekend. I did a couple this weekend, and I reflect upon just the whole thing, the whole channel, and how you guys are doing, and the comments that I get from you, and requests for one-on-ones, and letting me know, how your accounts have evolved. It means a lot to us. Jen and I, we share this with each other all the time. We love how well you are doing, and we know the better you do, the longer we stay on the air as YouTubers. There you go. You heard it from her. It sounds sincere, doesn't it? Yikes. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Splayer, you've got 254 thumbs ups. Neat. Nice going. Thank you, Splayer, letting us know. The thumbs ups are coming in today. And so are the poll question participants. That's also good to see. we have 253, 254 thumbs ups, and we have 519 results on the poll question. And Dude has hit over 17 thumbs ups on his $10 donation today. So wow, that's pretty cool, guys. Thank you for participating. This helps as well. Just doing stuff like that, reacting to someone else's super chat like that, that tells YouTube we got to promote this guy. This guy is he's got a real active audience. We want all our channels to be like this. We want all of our creators to have this kind of a following, and they promote the ones that get the best, viewer reactions. That's why I'm always asking for thumbs ups. Please say hi, hit the poll question, make a comment. Yeah, let us know how's it going, kids. Beach Boy, I bought back all my SoFi covered calls, and I wrote more January 2027 $20 cash secured puts for $7.44, and January 2026 25s for $10.27. I hope Auntie Jen approves as well. The AI Jan 2027 30s I wrote for $8.98. Lemon pie rules, don't tell Alberto. There you go. There you go. Your secret might be safe with me, but I'm not sure if Alberto is here or not. He might hear about this, but there you go. Look at the Dow. We're down 48 points. The Dow is almost going green, guys. The Dow is almost turning it around to go green. Look at that. SoFi 1615, climbing a little more. ASTS down 48, coming back on again. Rocket Lab 82 cents to the downside, climbing 29.54 and going higher. GameStop only down 45 cents. AI only down $1.05. So we've got some green shoots or green movement. Costco is green, up 236. Matterport is up. SmartRent is up. Apple is up 350. Intel is up. Netflix is up. That was down $20 a share. It's up 186. EI Lilly up 638. Uber's up 38 cents. Adobe up 770. Enphase up 111. Moderna up 240. Pfizer up 60. HPQ up 31. Home Depot up 475. Boeing up 171. Target up 159. Walmart up 52. Disney up 117. American Airlines up 12 cents. Royal Caribbean up 354. We got green all over the place, starting to pop up now, and this is affecting certainly the Dow. I noticed that the S&P is down just 97, not down 107. And NASDAQ is still under the water of 538, but not 1,200. So we've got definite improvements here. How far does improvement spread is the question. We'll see, 1610 to 1613. Make it 1614 on your SoFi right now. We're still down about $1.79 or so, 9.9%. We'll see what kind of a gain SoFi wants to put together from here. It could go higher. Brian, SoFi and GameStop news usually bring Uncle Bruce more thumbs ups. My favorite two stocks. There you go. Giddy up, kids. Hey, kids, I want you to make money no matter what. 27.36 on GameStop. Those of you selling your GameStop and writing $30 cash secured puts, you can bring in some serious money if you go out to January 2026. Rocket Lab cash secured puts. Oh my goodness. Sell the stock at 29.60 and write 32s or 35s for Jan 26. You'll make some serious money there too. It's up to you how you want to play it. Look at that ASTS back over 20 again. 20.06, only down 29 cents. Not bad. Yeah. The Dow down 39 points. There's improvement. It's 9/100ths of a point lower. That's all the Dow is. There's no serious sell-off here. There's definitely a move into Dow stocks. Definitely into Dow stocks. Giddy up. Well done, Beach Boy. Brian, Splair, Jeff. Well done to Susan Shops today. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that donation today. Thank you all. 21 thumbs ups from dude. That's awesome, man. Thank you. The thumbs up on this channel is now 258 thumbs ups. Beautiful. 42 away from 300. That is awesome. 523 poll question answers have come in. 66% say the bull market is not over. Only 34% say the bull market is over. All right. Thank you all for all your support. 1623 on your SoFi. Another notch higher, 1625 now on your SoFi. We're climbing again. The high of the day on SoFi, by the way, was 1634. We're now at 1624. So within a dime of the high of the day on SoFi, on the trading day. So we might be breaking out into higher highs here. This is not going to be a surprise to me. 1627 now. We're making the move here within 7 cents of the high of the day. 47.5 million shares traded. Sellers have come and gone. They've been taken out. It's over. There's the story. Nice. 1627, 1634 is the high of the session. The Dow is only down 16 points. The Dow's about to go green, guys. It's going to happen at any moment. It's looks like it's setting up for a rally to go green, and watch out. Just watch out. 1629 on your SoFi. We're 5 cents away from the high of the session right now. ASTS 2007, Rocket Lab 2950, GameStop 2735, AI 3191, down 90 cents. There you are. Giddy up. Okay. Interesting stuff. 1626 on your SoFi. All right. What a day. What a day. It's been a long morning. I got to tell you, I'm going to have a good nap today. I'll tell you that. Thank you again for joining me from wherever on the planet you guys are. Thanks for your support of this YouTuber. Hitting the thumbs up button for me right off the bat today. Joining the poll question. Bingo. 500 plus results. Yeah. That's great. That is fantastic. Keep those coming in. Thank you all for your kind words. We've survived another SoFi earnings reporting period. The day isn't over. 1629. We're going for 1630. There it is, 1633. We're 1 penny away from the high of the day on your SoFi. We're about to break into higher highs. Now the question is 1650 to 1675. What's the deal here? How high does it take its next run? And will we break into 17 later this morning and only be down 90 cents on the day? This becoming a nothing burger awful fast. Very entertaining, very interesting on your SoFi. The Dow's down 24, S&P down 89. It's improving again. The NASDAQ's only down 488. We just broke the 500 barrier. NASDAQ is lifting here as well. It's coming on. Thank you very, very much. 1630.31 on SoFi. We are 4 cents away from the high of the day here. We're about to break it, I think. Awful close to busting into a new high session for the session here on your SoFi. Pushing back to that 18 level where we left off on Friday. Was it 1792? Or we are $1.60 something away. That's all it is. It's a nothing burger, an absolute nothing burger. Giddy up, kids. Well done, Beach Boy, on your trades. Well done, everyone else on your trades. Beautiful execution today for some of you guys. Nicely accomplished. You gotta love this. 38-cent dip on the GameStop. It's coming on. 27.39. It wants to go higher. I like this game. I hope you like this game, folks. Thank you for those of you picking up the items on Redbubble lately. You found my link down below for the Redbubble store and you picked up. I like this game product. Well done, everybody. 268 of you are still here. Unbelievable. Thank you all for being with me all morning. 3 hours and 32 minutes. Please get richer. That's what it's all about. Dude, I got 21 thumbs up. Now I know how it feels, Uncle Bruce, laughing out loud. You see, one, neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thanks for the thumbs ups. Thank you for donations. Thank you for taking classes. Congratulations on doing that. Anybody need a one-on-one? Let me know. We had one yesterday. Very, very good session. Another really good session. Those of you who are sitting on credits for one-on-ones, you let me know when you want to do yours, and we'll put it together. Thanks again for all your support. Get richer, please. Juan Velasquez, Juan M., and Stuart Longsdale. Knee. Don't forget the knee emojis for the Knights of Knee. Thanks, kids. Have a wonderful session today. We'll keep an eye on this market. Don't worry. I'm watching. You're watching. We'll definitely see you tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, or earlier if necessary. Thanks again. And you guys take care. Jen and I say goodbye to you from kind of showery and rainy Rancho Mirage. How about that? See you later, guys. Bye for now. It's just weird.